I'm so iced out. I'm just icing. I'm just mining. That was a bad choice of words to start the stream with. Let me try something else.
We might as well restart the stream.
Alright, speedrun's fucked. Restart. I had random seed generated, but I forgot to use birth control when I entered the seed. It's a bad joke. I'm sorry. Okay. Why am I laughing at my own joke?
Oh my god, it's so...
Oh no, whenever I go to highlight these videos, I'm like, I have to come face to face with my horrible sense of humor.
Yes, come to terms with your sins, all the sins you've been doing.
Oh man, my lips hurt so bad. Oh god, I've been having cold sores all week. Whenever I eat things, I gotta be careful now. Alright. These thumbnails will never make sense to anybody, by the way. Can I say that? Alright, so, let's get right into Minecraft.
Yeah, it tastes so good. Yo, get the fuck out of my way. Are you seriously eating banana chips and fucking drinking ketchup? Get the fuck out of here, dude. Oh.
Oh, sorry, I don't think I opened up the right thing. Let me try that one more time. Minecraft! Minecraft! So in chat said, that's the Doofusmerk's glow up? It is. Or is that what they call it? I thought it was just Doofusmerk's anime. Yeah, Doofusmerk's has a whole anime. I mean, he has such an edgy backstory. And when is the last time I played Minecraft? Where even am I right now? Oh, I'm at my place. It just wasn't loading in. Holy shit, it's a lot bigger than I remembered it being. Wow. Is it just me, or does the game look more HD than last time I played? Maybe I'm just so used to playing Stardew that, like, Minecraft looks impressive now.
Yo. God, it's been such a while.
Jump off and do an MLG? Bet. Well, there's
that.
water, so doing an MLG is no problem. In real life, jumping from that distance and smacking into the water, well, you'd be red. Or dead. Or redemption. But, have you ever done, like a... I forgot coffee. Do you know how to swim?
No. If you push me off, I'll die.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
You're not the first Californian I've met who doesn't know how to swim. I find this to be surprising. I don't know why. I just, like, in my mind, I associate California with the big ocean.
This is what happens when you live next to, like, a lot of places where it's, like, you know, beaches and everything. But here's the thing. You're not in the beach place. You're in the valley.
Oh, I see. I live by the lake, so I swim all the time. Oh, man, look at these fucking creatures. Go to sleep, Coffee. I don't want to do this anymore.
I'm not in the multiplayer server.
I'm surrounded. What the fuck?
Okay, I'm doing.
Oh, I forgot this music is still playing. I mean, it's pretty cool, but I think YouTube's gonna get mad at me. I don't own this song. I mean, why would I? It's not like I know how to fucking play this music. Alright. Damn, look at this one. I want to kill this zombie right here that has the gold armor on. Also, what'd you do today? Because what I did today was literally nothing. I'm still sick, by the way. But I feel a little better today.
Oh, me? Okay. I played some Mabby with water. But it wasn't that bad because I was playing with another friend that wasn't as annoying as water.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah. Oh, and also.
Oh, yeah?
I got my state ID in the mail.
Oh, nice. I'll steal it. Because it's totally useful to me. Oh, shit. Dog, can I just say, by the way, that, I don't watch Markiplier or any of those kind of people, but for some reason today I had a random urge to watch Markiplier play Five Nights at Freddy's.
What? Wait, what?
I think I've been so bored having the big C that I was like, man, what the fuck do I watch anymore? Well, what about Markiplier?
Are you watching like his old playthroughs?
Yeah, it was like the Five Nights at Freddy's 1 playthrough. I was watching a little bit. I was like, God,
So
this
weird.
okay. I have nothing against Markiplier, but I was like, holy shit, this commentary is atrocious. It's worse than our commentary. But I was like, why do people watch this? And I was like, oh yeah, why do people watch us? Wait a second, they don't. Oh, except for this one person in the chat. I don't know who this is. They could be somebody I know, or they could be a rando. I don't know. If there's somebody from the server, I don't recognize them.
Hey man, if you're still watching the stream, you're a legend because nobody watches at all.
Either you're a legend, or you're as bored and depraved of entertainment as I am, desperately trying to find something to make you do the
I
ha-ha.
haven't watched Markiplier, like old Markiplier, in a long while. Like,
I was never really a fan of Markiplier. I hopped on some of the memes in the Five Nights at Freddy's wagon a while ago, but that's about it. I think most of his vids, I'm like, eh. When it comes to watching people play games, I'll probably stick to like Vinny. But you know, he was Mark was the guy to go to for fucking FNAF. I don't even like FNAF. I just think it's funny to. It's like, if you're gonna do FNAF, I don't want to play it. That game's boring as shit. I would rather just watch Markiplier play it at that point.
yeah, like. I watched Markiplier play FNAF like when I was a teenager, but I don't think I would buy it.
Dog, I don't remember what I was doing. It's been so long. You know, by the way, can I say, I thought this music was Breath of the Wild, and then I was like, oh yeah, this is the new Minecraft music. I really... It sounds like Breath of the Wild. But... Okay, what was I doing? God, when was the last time we played? Oh wait, it was when Shadow stopped by in the stream, I think. I think that was the last time we played Minecraft, actually.
Yeah.
Oh, I was working on this wall. I remember this, actually. Yeah, working on the fucking wall. What else is new? This is how Donald Trump's workers feel.
I think that wall is more impressive than the actual wall that was built.
Yeah. What did they build an actual wall? I never kept up with that.
I think they did, but it was like it was more like a fence and like a big Chinese wall.
Well, it's time to build my Stardew farm on Minecraft.
Time to build midnight.
Time to build like the Valley of Waifus, where you just make pixel art of all the video game characters that I've simped for, like Monica and Penny, and probably another one that I'm forgetting.
Yes. So. God.
I still think if I had to pick a number one waifu, that's how you pronounce it, right? Then I think I'd still go with Monica. Monaco from Dinky Dinky Library Baby Club is my pick.
Wow. Nice, that's very cool.
Oh shit. So one thing I discovered today was I'm not bringing this up for the sake of starting drama. I really could not give less of a fuck. But I was apparently the guy who made Five Nights at Freddy's recently donated a bunch of money to like I'm stupid for not knowing this. The what's the abbreviation for the gay plus community? What is it, like LGBTQ plus? Sounds like a fucking DLC. Dog, download the LGBTQ plus. You get gay plus not gay.
Yes.
Yeah, apparently he donated a bunch of money to LGBTQ plus. That's a mouthful, you know. I don't even know what that stands for. Lesbian, transgender, gay, hormones, nanomachines, robots.
Alright, you're gonna trigger a whole. There goes half of our viewers.
Well, half the internet is gay, so of course that goes half of my viewers.
Yeah. The whole entire view.
That's okay. I'm gay for what's a character that's okay to be gay for? Is there any
Lelouch.
like Lelouch? There you go. I'm homosexual for Lelouch. And Sephiroth.
And Sephiroth. Oh god.
Even though I don't know anything about Sephiroth except that he has a big sword.
Wow.
Oh god, I need more cobblestone. Well, we're back into Minecraft and the horrible conversations already start.
Yeah, man.
I think I've asked this before, but if you were like chose to be gay for somebody, which character or person would you be gay for?
What are you gay for? Just like a video character or fictional character?
It could be either. I
Um,
don't judge.
okay. Who would I be? Which character do I think is? Oh, I'd be gay for Steve. Minecraft.
Steve. Oh, hey, babe.
Yeah, man. It's like it's gonna be like a Merryweather comic. You know, he's gonna build me the fucking mansion.
Oh my god.
Are you fucking fortress?
You know, I actually think I die more in Minecraft than I do in some legitimately hard games.
You're right. Minecraft's a hard game.
Oh my god, say hi to the front face of Twitch. We're on the front of Twitch because nobody streams the stupid block game, just us. We have a whole 10.9 viewers, equaling 1. That's me.
Yup.
Hello, myself. Oh my god, the streamer noticed me.
Oh my god. Streamer said my name. They said my name.
All my voice acting is gonna be off tonight since I'm sick.
Oh.
Oh, you know what else I did tonight?
That's
That's how you know I was bored. So I never really looked into what that game called Hello Neighbor was. I was like, I remember hearing about it so many years ago, and I was like, what the fuck? I literally never even one time looked into it. I had no clue what it was. I just saw the brown-haired guy, and I was like, what is this? It just looks like a weird indie game. And then like I saw it on store shelves, and I was like, man, this is being sold at like it's like a AAA title on stores now. What is this? And I remember Vinny saying there was a bunch of knockoffs on Android of Hello Neighbor, and it just looked like you walking around a house and then somebody pop scaring you. I was like, is that it? I don't see why that would be popular. I feel like that's been done to death for like years. But no, apparently, it's like, okay, is there a point in me explaining this, or does everybody already know what Hello Neighbor is? Am I just like oblivious? Well, no, there's probably somebody who doesn't know what it is. Right?
Yeah, I'm surprised you didn't know what Hello Neighbor was. That's like Popper's fucking Molly's base.
Well, I don't really keep up with pop culture very much, and honestly, I had no clue what it was. I was like, so I watched it, and essentially, just for summarization, I watched Vinny play the pre-alpha, and then the pre-alpha 2, and then the pre-alpha 4 for a little bit, but then I got really bored of it. And then I watched him play a little bit of the final release, and I was like, what the fuck? How did this game get worse? The pre-alpha, the first one, was actually more pleasurable to watch and understand and look at than pre-alpha 2 and 4 and potentially the actual final release. Now, I don't know what it looks like now, because I only saw the final release like the day it came out, and it was buggy as fuck. But, bro, what the fuck is wrong with those developers? Every time they made a pre-alpha, they redid the whole thing and the mechanics, and it actually got buggier every time. The first pre-alpha worked better than all the other ones did. Like, in the second one, Vinny could barely interact with the environment because he kept clipping through shit. In the third one, he couldn't even pick up most of the items because they wouldn't pick up for some reason.
God.
And then the final version, it was still really glitchy and the animations looked bad, and I was like, this looks like an unfinished game. How is this the final release? What the fuck?
Yeah, I don't even know. I just like when God, Hello Neighbor has been like such a thing or like such a game in development for a long time. I was like, okay, I don't know if it'll ever get. I mean, it'll get released, but man, long.
If they release the initial,
like, oh wow, it's gonna be good, right? Oh, it's still the same thing.
well, it's like they do the opposite of what you should do with any project, regardless of being a game or not. Like, finish what you got before starting something new, but they just restarted the same project over and over again. And I'm sorry if you're listening to this and you're like, this has been done to death. Why are you even talking about this rap? But again, I just don't keep up with this stuff, so this is new to me, and I wanted to talk about it because I'm astounded. Though I actually was interested because it randomly, I didn't look this up, it just randomly showed up in my recommended. I was like, oh shit, wow, Hello Neighbor. It was a short stream from Vinny back in 2016 when it was in alpha. I was like, you know, I've never seen this game, I'll check it out. And then I was like, wow, that's kind of interesting. It's like an AI house, and the neighbor learns by what you do and sets traps and reacts to your environment. And that was kind of cool. I mean, it was in pre-alpha, so I excused its, like, bugginess. But I could still follow what was happening. But by the time I reached pre-alpha 2, it looked a little better, but it was buggier, and it was a lot harder to follow what was happening. I was like, okay. I mean, I still watched the whole stream, though. I was like, whatever. Granted, it was a short stream, but then when it reached the third one, when it was pre-alpha 4, the house was giant, and the neighbor's AI seemed to, like, get a lot worse. Like, he couldn't even, he was just clipping through walls, and there was, like, walls blocking staircases and shit, and I was like, what is happening? How is this a game? I didn't understand the following for it. I mean, well, I did, because the first pre-alpha I watched, I found to be kind of cool. I was like, man, I would even get this if it was done anyway. But no, they fucked it up, man. Or at least in my opinion. I don't know if this is the general consensus, but yeah, it kind of seemed like, at least amongst Vinny's community, it was generally agreed that they should have just left it how it was and polished it a little bit. All the redos of the system was so unnecessary that it just made it worse.
Yeah, I just know there's a weird story, and like, well, not weird story, but like there's a story. But I feel like I've seen some gameplay of the final project. And I was like, it's just hard to follow. I don't know what the fuck's going on.
Yeah, it is, and that's a damn shame because the first one seemed really self-explanatory. You just looked for a couple key items to break into a basement to find out a secret, and that was really it. But excuse me. But yeah, they kind of fucked it up.
Yeah.
It got worse with each rendition. I'm serious. I mean, including the final release, I actually felt like it gradually got worse the more they supposedly improved it.
I just know that it's for some reason it's very popular with kids. Kids love it.
Man, the things that kids like nowadays are so weird. Back then, what kids liked in games were always the popular games. Like, it was always the popular, like Sonic and Mario and
Pokemon.
Minecraft and Call of Duty and Grand Theft Auto and Pokemon, and it was that kind of stuff. Now it's like always weird. It's always like Among Us or Hello Neighbor or Five Nights at Freddy's or Roblox.
Actually, no. Roblox Piggy, because I have to specify which Roblox. There's so much popular Roblox.
And in general, kids have bad taste now because, like, I mean, kids have always had bad taste, but, like, when I was a kid, and most kids of my generation, you know, the things you liked was, like, I don't know, Star Wars or SpongeBob or, you know, something like that. Not, like, fucking weird YouTube Kids bullshit. And, like, weird...
No. Kids have taste. They have taste. Because, you know, they watch that one video where the eggs explode and they all eat each other and they all form into a big egg.
Oh, yeah, that the learning colors video, God. I like that there's just an extension that you can get in Chrome that keeps the dislikes.
Bruh.
On YouTube, that's really funny. I hope that
I like
stays.
how, like, the second dislikes are gone, someone immediately adds that.
Because it's a useful feature. Why would they fucking remove that? What was they thinking? I mean, they didn't even provide a real reason. Like, seriously. Like, they said to avoid people from harassment. Okay, first off, you have comments on. Nobody's being harassed by the fucking dislike button. Don't even bullshit me with that excuse. But if you don't want to be harassed, turn the likes and dislikes off and turn your comments on your video off. That has been a thing for years. There's no reason to turn dislikes off for everybody. That's just ridiculous.
That's just like, bruh, that's just, you know, not giving us options, bruh. Come on, dude.
You do realize that most people that use YouTube are your fucking American fan base, and by turning off freedom of choice, you're kind of pissing people off, man. But regardless, people who aren't American are still annoyed by it because it's just like, you can't keep track of analytics anymore. You just can't. Like, as a creator yourself, I think it's possible, but you can't.
Yeah, you can still see, but...
Well, okay, okay, so YouTube's reason is to avoid harassment, but the creator is still seeing the dislikes, so how is it avoiding harassment? The only people not seeing the dislikes is the other people watching the video, who are probably going to dislike it anyway, which the creator is going to see anyway, so that reason's bullshit. I think what it was that it's always YouTube and corporate stuff that gets heavily disliked. It's always video games and company commercials and YouTube Rewind that gets disliked. It's never good videos that get disliked a lot.
Yeah, man. That sucks, bro.
It's like YouTube is being consumed by greed, which is a damn shame. They're blinded by their money that they're not even paying attention to. I mean, the platform's run by the people, and they're appealing only to the corporate businesses now. They're not appealing to the people at all. And let's be honest, since 2018, they haven't been appealing to the people. At some point, everybody's going to stop using YouTube. Everybody's been saying this forever, but... And I like using YouTube, but it's a damn shame that if they keep this up, yeah, at some point, people will learn to move on. People have been putting up with it because, oh, it's the easy, convenient option. But if they keep doing this bullshit for years to come, as they have been doing, then eventually everyone's going to move on to a different platform.
You're right, dude. It's like Skype, bro. At least.
Yeah, look at Skype. Nobody could imagine using a different Skype back then, but Skype was, well, it just wasn't kept up with very well. It became very outdated. That's not really the problem with YouTube, but it's kind of worse. YouTube's problem is that not only is it becoming outdated, it's like, it's intentionally becoming a problem. Not outdated, but just a problem. Like, people want to use it, but have you ever heard of a creator like intentionally making their platform worse for people to use? Why would you even do that?
Oh god. The only way I can see it, money.
Money. Yep. I guess unfortunately that's what happens when a corporate business runs and tries to control communities of people. This is always what's happened throughout history. If they just kept their greedy hands off and let the fans run YouTube as they have for years, it would be fine. Essentially, if YouTube did nothing, then everybody would be fine and dandy. In 2018, it started with the whole ad revenue thing. I don't think people who were using YouTube really cared. It was just content creators that cared. Which, I mean, sure, I would care too. But I don't make money, so I don't care. It was more later on, now with the dislikes and some of YouTube's other moves, that the people who just use YouTube are getting pissed now. Next, they're gonna remove the fucking subscriber count, bro.
Oh god. Oh wait, they made it so that you can't exceed the exact number of subscribers per unless you like, well, on the website, but you would have to like go through another website or whatever, the exact. I remember, you know, they made it so that subscriber counts are now, instead of the exact number, it's like 10K, 1 mil, 2 mil, 3 mil, etc.
Really? That's weird. That's just a bizarre choice. What? Why?
Yeah, like apparently their reason was to protect YouTubers, I guess, because like, you know, whenever like a popular YouTube channel would get some drama, people would mass unsubscribe them, and it would start a chain, like a weird chain of events, because people would see that their subscriber count would go down below, and so like everyone just starts joining the bandwagon. So YouTube's like, oh yeah, we'll stop it by making it so that like you can't see the exact number of their subscriber count, just a general idea. So like if 1,000 people unsubscribe for someone who has 1 million subscribers, people won't notice because it's such a small number to make a gradual difference unless they hit below 1 million or whatever.
What the fuck? That's just.
It's so weird. It's so.
That
weird.
seems so anti-intuitive. Like why? What would ever be the purpose in that? That's ridiculous. That's not a reason. That's. It's like, oh, okay, let's just make it so that you can't tell how many fucking subscribers people have. I mean, it's like, most people use, it's a Google-based service. People want to know exact information. If you look up something on Google, you want to know, okay, in what year did Albert Einstein invent blah, blah, blah? You want to hear 19, or it would be 19, but you get the point, like, 1979, not around 1970. Nobody wants to hear around. You want an exact number.
1970s. Yep.
That's stupid,
Yeah,
bro.
so. I mean, the creator can still say the exact number, but it's just, it's just annoying when you're looking at it.
Dog. YouTube is the most sensitive and unintuitive business I've ever seen. Can somebody else just buy YouTube, please? The fucking leader of... excuse me, Miss YouTube? You're dumb. Oh, guys, I think my channel's been terminated. Sorry.
Oh, well, goodbye.
That's okay. This is a Twitch stream.
Uh-oh, this stream is not gonna get Archer.
Miss YouTube, who is definitely listening, what the fuck? Oh my god, he said what you...
Oh my god, he said the F word!
Oh my god, that's harassment. We're going to remove the F word button from YouTube. How has YouTube become more sensitive than like a fucking 12-year-old girl? I don't understand. And why is it like, why are we even having this conversation? It's just a place for people to upload and dump videos on. Why did it become like so serious and political? Nobody ever wanted YouTube to become this.
Yeah, nobody. Except the people who own it because they want to make more money.
I mean, sure, it's attracting a lot of attention. It's a lot of heat, but granted, people will go onto YouTube to watch videos about people complaining about YouTube. So who knows? Maybe they know what they're doing.
Maybe, I don't know.
But it's like, where else do you go? That's the only problem. That's the reason why everybody uses YouTube. Where do you go besides YouTube? Because, I mean, you can watch live streams on Twitch, and you can watch some other videos uploaded in other places, but, like, if you want to get the everything, your place to go would be YouTube. I mean, it's the only place I could think of that has everything.
That's where you're wrong. That's where we all go to the hub and upload.
Oh my god.
Yep. Even though the hub has a lot of has a thing where they just take down your videos. They love taking down people's videos.
But here's the thing. YouTube is just going to become YouTube Kids. And everybody else is going to go somewhere else. I don't know where yet, but just quote me on it. Within this decade, I guarantee YouTube will die because of the choices they've made. Either someone else is going to take ownership of YouTube and fix these mistakes before it's too late, or YouTube is inevitably going to die. And I'm not making a bold statement here. I think it's easy to see. I mean, if they can't see that, then, well, they clearly can't see that or they wouldn't be making these decisions, so, uh-oh.
Yep. Well, I think we're all just waiting for a more nicer, like platform. This is where everyone goes to Vimeo.
I mean, look at Insane in the Rain Music. He just left YouTube to pursue his own career because YouTube's so unstable. And that's just a damn shame because, you know, for a while, I wanted to base myself on YouTube. I'm just doing fun. But when I got serious with it, I wanted to. But now I'm reconsidering, honestly. Because this has become a place where it feels like you can't anymore. You could base yourself on YouTube and make something interesting and big, but not anymore.
Yeah. Yeah, you know, totally could, but at what cost? You know? At what lengths are you gonna have to go through just to get that? This is how at all.
As the Say in the Rain music said, do you want to, like, you know, continue to put effort and make good quality things when A, you know that YouTube doesn't reward it because YouTube rewards catchy content. Doesn't reward good quality content. It rewards content with jumpy and usually shocking thumbnails that are over dramatic, and it rewards content that is just short and has the attention span of a 5-year-old. It doesn't reward good immersive content. It's not like back then where you could go on and watch like a full internet series like the Angry Video Nerd or Hash What You Play It or TV Filthy Frank or JonTron. It's feeling like those channels are becoming secondary to just shitposts now.
Yeah, it's kind of scary that, you know, not only the video is important, but the thumbnail is, like, if not even more important as the video, because everyone's just, you know, grabbing for attention. You know, that kind of stuff works because it's always has been working for a lot of people. At least, you know, when people see it, they click on it.
Yeah, it's not like it was back then. Back then, the most popular stuff on YouTube was good, at least for the time. But that's because people would spread word, and the word would spread that these videos are good, and people would watch them. That's not the case anymore. Word doesn't spread. Now, things that get popular are just the things with the stupid thumbnails and the things that everybody makes fun of and makes memes of. And that's all YouTube's becoming. So me trying to create videos of a higher standard with an original taste to them that isn't just shitpost, it's not gonna work.
Yeah, you don't really see that. Actually, I've never seen anything like that, a person that's original getting really hot.
Not for a long time. Not since I would say about 2016. And you know, I'm talking about this for conversation, but it genuinely does sadden me because, you know, I base myself on this platform because I actually do like YouTube. But now, like is becoming liked in past tense, and I really am wondering if there's a better option. And if there was, regardless of how little people were on it, I would start using the better option because I feel like this is not a solid choice anymore. I'll probably continue archiving my videos here, but I'll probably secondary archive the videos on a different platform from now on. And it's not gonna be the P, not the P, but
not the P. Oh, okay.
But something else.
Okay, it's gonna be the other one. It's gonna be the X.
that'd be really funny if I just started putting all my videos there.
On the X side.
It just looks like somebody clicks on it and watches, and my videos give off this like loony vibe, but it's like it feels like it's meant to be family friendly, with just like a weird semi-adult sense of humor. So watching it on that website would just be people be like, "What the fuck?"
I just want to watch some like compilations, bro.
There's something funny about that.
Came here for the compilation, stayed for the funny comment.
God. When I make my animated series, I might have to trademark it, put it elsewhere, honestly. YouTube is no longer my choice for that. I'd have to look deeper into it, but I'm still young, and I haven't even started. I'm figuring it out slowly, though. I'm sure eventually I'll get a solid solution here. Okay, we've been talking about this for way longer than I intended to.
Yeah, I didn't really like. Holy shit! But you know, it's a thing. It's a thing that a lot of people do. You know.
Yeah. I mean, we're allowed to talk about whatever we want in this. I just, generally, we, talk about a variety of things, usually a lot more unintelligible than this, but, it's just been all this.
Yeah, I don't know what people would choose. Unintelligible talk or, like, serious YouTube talk.
I apologize for talking about a genuine conversation, but my general conversation on these streams is just, you know, it is what you make of it.
I'm so icy, mom, so icy.
Yeah, that's all it is.
Yep. Yep. And we're all saying this while playing Minecraft. Minecraft.
Yeah, well, yeah, that's our general commentary. Is that Minecraft? I think the reason why I just upload more streams is because I always say, hey, if I find it funny, there's someone else will find it funny.
Some absolute legend.
Yep. Don't know who the fuck that person will be, but hey, man. It's not exactly like I'm a popular YouTuber or anything. You know, I got like 2 people that watch my stuff. So, if anybody likes our content and you like our horrible sense of humor, chances are you might like us. So maybe you should join the Discord. Maybe you should say hello. Maybe you should meet us and join our atrocious community.
We won't bite unless you're Water's friend.
Yeah. I'm not gonna expand on that, but you know.
Yeah.
Water, if you're listening, stop inviting random people to the server.
that don't care at all, and just stay there.
I want some random people to join the server who actually listen to our stuff and are like, oh, these guys are cool, I'll join them. Not just, oh, I talk to these guys, so you should join and talk to these guys. This is not a tag-along server.
Yeah.
I mean, by all means, if you want to join and invite your friends, go ahead, but only if they're joining because they feel the same as you, that they like what we're making. Don't just have people tag along to sit in the voice chat with you while you fucking play Among Us in a Discord voice chat streaming. It's like, nobody fucking cares. Nobody wants to watch that. Yeah, especially if you're like 13. If you're like 13, then fuck off. Like, seriously. You do realize that everybody here is like an adult, and like, yeah, nobody in the server is even younger than 18, so I'm not saying that you have to be 18 or older to join, but that's the general consensus.
Yeah, it's a weird thing when you're talking young. Not that weird, but like, I don't know, you know.
I just feel like, okay, there are young people I've met that are mature. Rarely. But generally, I mean, hey, if you want to join and give it a shot, go ahead, but you better be honest. We've had our fair share of compulsive liars about age in the past, and, you know, we've played that book too many times.
Yeah, I think, you know, we met some, you know, mature people who are young, but, you know, how long does that last?
It doesn't usually last long. Yeah, usually they'll join, and their attention span is shorter than their penis. So like they'll talk for at most a couple months before they move on to something else. They don't understand how to establish meaningful relationships yet. Meanwhile, my other friends, who are adults, I have been friends with for years and years and years, and I don't know them in person. I met them because of this community. I met some of my closest friends because of this community, but I've also met some pretty stupid people.
I mean, you know, if you want to give it a shot, go ahead and shot, and you know, if you don't like us, then, and you know, if you don't like the server or Discord server and leave, you know, that's actually a good thing, because I think we hate it more if people stay here and don't interact at all.
Well, that's true. I mean, we just got rid of removing a bunch of randos. I think it's better to join and give it a shot. I mean, that's what you can do with anything. You never know what something is unless you try it. I say it's worth just giving it a shot, see if you like it, see if you fit in. When you realize that our degenerative tastes and extremely bizarre sense of humor and entertainment isn't for you, then move on. I mean, it's weird because I'm on the internet, but by no means am I appealing to any of the internet. We very much just do our own thing. We watch the movies we like. We watch the shows we like. We like to critique them. Play weird games, regardless of how old or popular. I'm by no means in any way appealing to any of the internet. We're just our own community. We just exist in this place. It's like, you know, it's like we're injecting our seed into the egg of the internet. Don't know what that means.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, there's, you know, I think for young people, there's just a lot of other places that are more, you know, more appealing, I guess, and more fun, you know, short.
For young people, I'm sure that our server is the least appealing thing. We like to have conversations, long conversations about either serious topics or just stupid shit, or usually shows and movies and games, and either theorizing them or critiquing them, and you know, making our own stuff, memes. Not as much just joining voice chats and blurting random shit and like playing the most popular game as of the moment. That's like not at all our stuff. So, you know, I like how we're explaining this even though nobody's listening.
Yeah, but at least, you know, at least we're trying to be reflective.
I feel like it's not really for whoever's listening. It's more for like just trying to better understand myself at this point.
Yeah.
Because I really don't know what I've been doing with this community for the longest time, if I'm being honest with you. I was never trying to build a large group of people. I was just doing what I'm still doing. I was just trying to build a small group of friends that enjoy what I do, not like a fan base necessarily.
How's it going, my fan base, also known as the Ratrapina?
I can still MLG bucket. I've done it 3 times in a row now. You fucking...
Yes. Fucking.
Skeletons. Oh, bitch. Oh, God. Oh, no. That's the big C.
Uh-oh. Big C. Damn. Also, hello, man. Welcome.
Oh, welcome. Welcome to Block Place.
Yep. Welcome to Block Game.
I thought this was murder miners.
This is the alpha.
Yeah, this is it's the alpha pre-release number 4.
I see.
Yep, yeah, this is the version where they didn't add guns, but in the next version they added a MLG. Not MLG, LMG, light machine.
You know what I might want to post some of my animations at would be like Newgrounds, maybe?
Oh wow, Newgrounds is very old. Wow.
Well, they're old, but I see the people still post it. I mean, if I'm being honest, it's mostly just porn now, but there's still people that upload their stuff there.
Yeah. I think it's definitely better than YouTube. Where there's just there's a lot of competition.
Yeah.
For Newgrounds, I think, you know, there's people who are catered. So.
When it comes to animation, that would probably be the more smart place to do stuff at.
Hmm. Damn.
Yeah, and then there'll be the Rat Trap Kingdom channel where we just make our stupid shit. Okay, but let's be real here. There's still channels that do well on YouTube, though. Like, some good ones. Like, I keep forgetting. There's still people like Carl that, Carl Jops, you know?
Yeah.
I mean, his videos are really high quality, and he's been doing well over the last couple of years, and he's just started getting popular recently. I don't think it's a coincidence either. But, he does make really high quality content. But the only problem is that, I mean, he admits as well that it's like, yeah, I mean, you gotta play the game of YouTube. You gotta make the catchy thumbnails. YouTube's been plagued by this. They never recommend good videos anymore. YouTube only recommends the catchy shit.
You gotta get the thumbnails. Like,
yeah.
Bad thumbnail, it's gonna tank, or at least it's not gonna get as high as other videos would.
Yeah, I mean, even if you make, and you know, it's a shame because I just remember, like, seriously, the golden age for me was 2016. I used to watch the new Frank videos, new iDubbbz, new Angry Video Game Nerd. Fucking stupid ones too. I watched Hash What You're Playing back then. I think they stopped making videos by that point though. JonTron, fucking stupid people like How To Basic.
How To Basic, oh my god.
I was still watching Vine Sauce even back then. More now than back then though. Frank was my favorite, but he stopped, I think, in 2016, or maybe it was later. I can't remember now. But yeah, I mean, there's a lot of channels where, like the ones I named, they were making original content. And it wasn't just short, catchy content. The thumbnails were usually funny. Like, I can recall some of iDubbbz's thumbnails looking really good, actually. Like, the Full Force video. It was stupid, but it looked like a movie portrait. It actually looked good.
Oh god, the Full Force and the freaking the fatty airsoft guy, whatever.
Yeah, that was a great video. But that was one of the only good quality videos I can think of that YouTube was recommending that had a nice thumbnail. Usually it's red arrow, yellow text, extreme expression, just catchy. Nani? Minecraft don't allow pause button speedrun?
You won't believe it.
You won't. ZAMN!
ZAMN!
That's so dumb, but it's true. That's why I hate it, is because it's true. Like, we're memeing on it, but it's like you're picking on a disabled kid because you're making fun of it, but it actually is real. It's not a meme. That's what YouTube recommends, is ZAMN.
ZAMN!
Wait, what? What's ZAMN?
You never seen ZAMN?
You ever seen the ZAMN face? Where the guy is like sticking his tongue out and his eyeballs are like nearly about to pop out?
I don't know who the YouTuber is. I think it's just a stupid reaction YouTuber, but he's like a black guy and he has like curly hair and his tongue is really far out and he's like, ZAMN!
Oh, I'm gonna look this up real quick. Because I'm confused as fuck.
Like, it's like a thumbnail, and like, it's like, ZAMN! And then it's like, another stuff, like, she's 12, but like, she's like a...
And then
like,
it's literally is clickbait. She's not 12. It's literally...
She's not 12.
It's literally like a Latino model, like a grown adult model. And it's like, shows like this model with like a nice bod, and it's pointing at her with a big red arrow, big yellow text, she 12? ZAMN!
What?
Yeah. Oh god, it's so hard to distinguish what's like clickbait or...
Well, that's a problem.
Yeah, actually, no, it is. It is hard. It is hard.
That's the thing that sucks. I can't think of any other platform that suffers this much from thumbnail abuse. Like, even Facebook doesn't have this much problem with thumbnail abuse.
Oh wait, what the fuck? Wait, okay, so ZAMN is spelled Z-A-M-N? Is that how
Yes. ZAMN.
and then it's, what is this old, like, is this like an older woman right here? Like, it says like above it, she's 12?
Yeah.
Question mark?
That's the ZAMN
Yep.
thing. Okay, there might be people listening to this in the future who have no clue what I'm talking about.
Yes. But it's so hard. It's so hard. Whenever I'm watching a video, right, I'm like, is this a good video? I'm like, I really can't tell if I should keep or not, though.
Oh my fucking god! I just found the ZAMN.
ZAMN. What the fuck is this?
Why? But like, there's a reason why it became a meme because YouTube was recommending it to people. This is what YouTube like. It's almost like there's a bot that recognizes yellow text, red arrows, and just ridiculous. She 12.
12?
Damn.
Like it looks for this kind of stuff, man. The YouTube algorithm is fucked.
Yeah, it looks for a face. It wants a face. It wants a reaction.
I ought to just start putting my face on every video doing some ridiculous giant text, and then I'd get more views, but I liked making genuinely fun to look at thumbnails that aren't just, well, I mean, they're really stupid, but they're like pleasurable to look at because they're goofy and like you want to figure out what's going on. It's not just, it's like just clickbait garbage. Like this. Here you go, guys. Here. This is it. What the fuck is that? She's spicy.
Bro, that's not 12.
I can't see the stream right now. I don't have that pulled up. Let me see this real quick.
I have it pulled up, bro. Zay.
It's like they're trying to enrage people by showing like a hot girl and saying, she 12?
Oh, what the?
12.
Now you want to see a real fucking thumbnail? Here, let me show you a real thumbnail. Look.
Wait, wait, what the fuck? Wait, I've seen this.
Here's the best thumbnail right here.
I've seen the one on the left for the thumbnail. I seen that guy. Oh my god, fucking.
Yeah, man, we need to have a tier list. Thumbnail tier list.
Yeah. That'll be for the best.
Yeah, we're gonna show YouTube what thumbnails you should be recommending.
I mean, regardless of what YouTube likes, I'm gonna keep doing what I'm doing. I'm not expecting to get popular. If I was, I would have quit a long time ago. I've been doing this shit for years now, and I ain't never seen anything change. Closest I've got to popularity is making my horrible Pac-Man animation back then.
The closest I've gotten to popularity was a fucking video about picking tree in fucking Pakistan. 70,000 people watched it. I can't believe it.
That's so dumb, bro.
It's just funny because it's just a lot of people just don't know.
They don't know.
They don't know who Tree is, and it's just so confusing.
They don't know.
It looked like it was kids who was mostly reacting to that.
Yeah. Pretty
Why'd the music
much.
stop?
They're like, I don't know what do you think if you were a kid? You're like, what the fuck? Like, haha, look at that, so creepy guy.
Bro.
It's mostly like this fucking SpongeBob shit.
Yeah.
Well, this is why I made that pack that we talked about, guys. I'm really just doing this because I like doing this. I like talking and playing Minecraft and making highlights that I look back at and get to show everybody and laugh at. It's not for anybody else. But if anybody else finds it and enjoys it, then there you go. It's out there for everyone to see. But, you know, I wouldn't be doing this if I didn't enjoy it. And I'm certainly not doing it for other people, or I would be doing things very differently.
Yeah. Damn, she's 12.
I just gotta start putting that on thumbnails. I'm telling you, I'll just show a horrifying picture of like Lily with cleavage, and then I'll be like, "Damn, she 12."
No, you gotta make it just like.
You show Lily's face,
crying face, and it'll be like, "Damn, she 12."
You put the Lily crying face, you cut it out, and you put it on like a big thick anime girl, and it's like, "Damn, she 12." And the worst part is that we're joking, but that's what YouTube would recommend. That it would recommend our other stuff though.
Oh god, do you think that guy who made that dummy just vowed that it got recommended?
No, he knew what he was doing. I mean, he followed all the things you'd expect a popular YouTuber to do. There's like videos on YouTube, how to get views on YouTube, and it's just that. It's just exactly that.
It's, you know, uploading the video at a time where there's no competition. Freaking getting a catchy thumbnail, getting a catchy title, and pray to God, recommended by the YouTube bot.
ZAMN! Shouldn't be having that big booty though. Stupid. You just show. It's Nielsen. It's just like thick Nielsen. Damn, she 10?
She 10. Bruh. She 10?
Why are we even laughing? I don't know. It really is just like profoundly dumb that YouTube. Oh yeah, so we take down dislikes so that totally not corporate businesses, you know, don't fuck with us. No, so that people don't get harassed. Meanwhile, fucking models being called 12-year-olds and being posed as them is what YouTube recommends to people, though.
No, you know the real reason why they took down the dislike system?
Rewind. Yeah.
Because that was the most disliked video of all time.
But that was years ago. I don't think that's why it was. YouTube already stopped doing the rewind. I'm pretty sure it was because of all the... Every most disliked video for the past couple years has been advertisements from corporate companies and game and movie trailers. And I think that YouTube thought that people were just encouraged to... Or, not people, sorry. Not actual human beings. Corporate businesses were disencouraged to put their stuff on their platform because they'd get more hate from it. Because, you know, this is the people's platform. Until YouTube takes away the people's, you know, ability to make it their platform.
Yeah, they take away the people's opinion.
Now it's just the platform.
It's just like... It's really funny because, like, they made a statement about it, like... Hey, we're going to take down the number of dislikes, but we're going to keep the button there. Even though it's useless. It's just useless.
Yeah, it's literally like there's no point in having the fucking button there. Honestly, I always found the dislike button to be useful. When I clicked on a video, I wanted to see if it was heavily disliked. Because people wouldn't mass dislike something that wasn't heavily dislikable. I've seen raunchy, terrible shit that still has a decent like ratio. The stuff that has a lot of dislikes is usually controversial, bad shit. Like stuff that makes horrible decisions.
You know what this reminds me of? I forgot. Like, okay, it's like useless to, like, you know, dislike the video, but you know how useless it is to dislike a comment? It does like nothing.
Yeah, that's true. I don't even know if it affects anything, because YouTube's so fucking cryptic. They don't tell you anything.
Like, yeah, oh yeah, you can like a comment. Or you can dislike it, which will not affect the like counter, and like won't affect anything of the ranking at all.
Here, you know what? You can dislike it, but why? Why would you do that?
Yep. You can dislike it, but nobody will know.
You know what? There was actually a point I was going to make. Like, I wanted to address this, but this was before the dislike button was removed. I remember I used to, back then when I streamed, before I stopped streaming all the time, I had a stream topics list that I would bring up before a stream so that I had some fresh ideas in my head of things I wanted to talk about so that I wasn't just saying random shit. Kind of don't really do that as much anymore. I probably should, but one of the I read the list recently because I still have it, and one of the things on the list was, why do people dislike good videos sometimes? I never understand when I see a lot of dislikes on like a well animated vid, like an artistic piece with good music and good quality, and people will dislike that, but people will like a shit out of something stupid. And to that degree, sure, the dislike is kind of useless. But when there's a dislike ratio that's more heavy than the like ratio, I don't get it. Maybe it's like YouTube's aware that most of their users are just children now. And that they just like random shit and dislike random shit.
I don't know how people like if they're dislike, like, I like the video, dislike.
I mean, if anything, the dislike should just, like, okay. I hope it at least is taken into account in the algorithm of what to recommend and what not to, because, damn, there's some shitty videos. I'm like, don't recommend me this bullshit. I don't want this.
Oh, man, I can't wait to see on trending.
Oh, man.
Oh, look at... Oh, man. It's like...
The good thing that Temple Run, my most disliked video, you can't see it anymore.
Man.
Yeah, man, because it's totally not clickbait at all.
You know what, I'm gonna look up on YouTube trending real quick.
People who watch videos from trending are different kind of people that I will never
They're
understand.
a different breed.
Who the fuck actually watches videos from trending? You gotta be like a 50-year-old lady to be doing that.
Yeah. Trending. Ooh, oh, honey, this is trending. We gotta watch it.
Honey, look what's trending. New vaccination discovered for... Look it, it's autism pox. They found a new vaccination, honey. And they say that the vaccination is giving you cancer and the big C. And
honey,
politicians say that it makes your children gay.
We gotta watch it, honey, because there's a reason why it's trending. It must be like actually trending and not, you know, freaking encouraged by YouTube's freaking own corporate stuff. No.
Honey, look it, they're putting chemicals in the water that are turning the frogs gay.
Oh my god.
That's so old. I wish I could rewind YouTube to 2016 again. It should have just always stayed the way it was in that year. It should never have changed. It would have been a healthier platform for everyone involved. Seriously. For everybody involved. The company and the people. Because YouTube was a better platform back then. Before it became shitposting and clickbait. And the algorithm became fucky. I remember getting recommended channels that I discovered that I ended up loving. I discovered most of my favorite channels through recommended. And they were good quality channels that now have grown even more popular because these are the only ones I know how to hold on to. Whenever I try to find other YouTubers, it's just shit posters always.
Hey guys,
you can't find anybody anymore. Like, the most... Okay, like, it's rare. I lied. I say YouTube doesn't recommend good videos. Well, they do, but it's rare, and it's only one. I swear YouTube will give a YouTuber one chance. They'll recommend one video this person made, and that'll be the only time that channel will ever see the light of day. And unless you catch it in that slim window it's recommended to people, you'll never discover it. Because I've discovered some good videos by them being recommended to me one time. And occasionally, YouTube will cater to your tastes by... you dig through a giant pile of shit, and you'll discover, oh, look at this in-depth analysis of, like, Resident Evil 4's creation, and, like, the bumps it had along the way by this, like, you know, unique YouTuber. Surrounded by 9 videos of ZAMN, she 12 hentai shit posts and like Minecraft, people falling in lava and children screaming, and like that's what all of YouTube is.
Funny love.
Like, I'm serious. That's what my recommended looks like every day now.
Yes, I love it when it's a lava ravine in Minecraft, and the freaking audience has to choose which one to save and which one to kill.
Oh my god.
You know what? Can you just look at the stream? Can I just share you what was fucking recommended to me today?
Oh god.
Alright.
Like, with the exception of people I already follow, like, that doesn't count. People that you already follow isn't new recommendations. It's just stuff that you would get in your subscription feed. I'm talking about new stuff. This is the only thing that wasn't just like a Vinny stream or like an animation I've already seen 10 times, okay? So just look, watch this.
Bruh.
Yep. That's the kind of stuff YouTube recommends me, and that's what gets popular.
Yeah, man. They're gonna get famous for that.
So you might as well just make that kind of shit, because that's the only thing YouTube will ever recommend.
Yes, this is my kind of content.
What was that?
It's like me trying to make like something interesting like Realms and Ratrapians, or like trying to get back into making animations, or like rant video that, you know, that like is kind of satirical over like how it's kind of satirical over rant videos in general, I guess, right? Or Maz making e-controversy, just a sarcastic series about why things are supposedly good even though they're not. But no, what YouTube will recommend is a video where like fucking the one video YouTube will recommend from the Rat Trap Kingdom will be like a shit post of like Lily's making a Hagao face while the video is just a bunch of creatures exploding on December 1st. It'll be that.
Oh no, not that one. Oh god, that video.
Yeah, and I'll post it soon, right? And I bet that's gonna be the only one that gets views. None of the other creative videos, though, that are like genuinely funny. Just that.
Yep. I think it's at a point where YouTube's only recommending a video based on its title, thumbnail, tags, and it's...
Okay, YouTube won't die if they fix that. Cause really, it's been like this since... It hasn't been that long. It's been since like 2020, really. They've just... Yeah. Since 2020, YouTube's been recommending that kind of bullshit. If they can fix it... Maybe it'll return to some normalcy? Most of the time, the only time I find good videos is through recommendation of other people. That's about it. Because YouTube's recommended is broken.
Yeah.
Yep. It's like, out of 100 videos, probably one good one. That's it.
What a goddamn shame. Okay, we're gonna talk this for too long. It's not something else. So, boobies, right?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Have you seen that one video in the memes instructional where the girl goes... Go?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, no eyes.
Why? What
No,
is that coffee?
Only boobs. No
That's
face.
YouTube.
Yeah, man.
I'm serious. I'll make an avatar female rat, and then I'll see my viewer count go up.
You know what? I'm gonna do the same. Instead of a female, it's gonna be tree.
I hope everybody thinks I'm joking, and this is a skit, but I'll do it, and I'll just put it on every single live stream we do until people start watching. And then I'll get viewers. It'll just be my normal voice, though, but I'll just have that avatar on the screen with, like, boob jiggle.
You know what? Just be a VTuber, Rat. Why not?
Oh my
Go
god,
away.
you're there! Creeper-chan! Creeper-chan, please! I want you to stick your big green veiny head into my meal and explode, please. Guys, we'll just play Five Nights at Freddy's and then we'll go.
Oh no. Alright, let's play the new Five Nights at Freddy's game.
Oh no, not the new one. Well, is the new one... Is it out? Is it good?
It's out. I don't know if it's good.
It's I could say it's way more different from the other Five Nights at Freddy's games.
Wait, okay guys, I've never kept up with this community. When is the last time a Five Nights at Freddy's game came out that isn't this new one? Wasn't it like a while ago?
It was. I don't think so. It was the pizza simulator one. I think.
A pizza
I think that was
simulator?
that was like 2019, I think, or
Yeah, that was like a couple years.
I didn't hear about no pizza simulator. Last one I heard about being released was Sister Location, and that's I never watched it. I gave up on the series at that point.
I watched it. That was a
Yeah.
while ago. A while.
Yeah, I kept up with the series just because it was just I wanted to know where it was gonna go.
The lore.
I thought the lore was stupid as fuck. It literally
The
just
lore,
felt like
the good lore.
it felt like fanfic level of lore. Like that's what it always felt like to me. There was a man. He brought some children into the back of a McDonald's and he stuffed them with burgers so that they all died. And then
he kept
they became
stuffing 'em, and he kept
Grimace.
stuffing them, and he kept stuffing.
They became Ronald McDonald and Grimace mascots, and now they eat night shift workers when they check the cameras and eat Big Mac. But they have to go refill their soda every 7 hours on the shift. And when that happens, they stuff them into the soda machine. And that's like what the lore is like of that game. And then there was The stuffing of 92.
Stuffing.
Late one night, a soda worker said, "Oh, I'm thirsty," and he went to the soda machine. And what did he find? Soda? No! Sticking out of the soda machine, he saw something a little disturbing. It looked like a finger, but not of a human. It was of an animatronic, and it grabbed his balls and pulled him inside.
Mr. Bucket.
You know, I'll just start making my fucking highlights, and that'll just be what gets us popular. Just our horrible... Because clips! People have no attention span to watch live streams on YouTube, so I'll just clip me saying this, insulting our YouTube fan base, and then I'll just, that will get views.
That'll actually gain us our own thing.
Yeah. Because everybody cares about what my opinion is.
Yeah. And everybody has to know about my opinion.
I'm not saying this for the sake of people knowing my opinion. I'm saying this because it's a genuinely interesting conversation. And I mean, obviously it's satirical. I'm not being very serious right now. But, well, I'm being half serious, but it's clearly satirical. Oh, God. Alright. And now it's time for me to just continue building this fucking dam for the next hour. That's all this stream is.
Damn.
Yup.
ZAMN!
Zion!
And then it shows like Flatena with like giant tits, and it's like, ZAMN! She only 13, bruh? Nani? All quite like 5 question marks. She got 6D boobies?
Hey,
Oh,
my
well,
God,
speaking of the
I
devil.
what?
We were just talking about Flatena, and then you joined the voice chat.
I just sent Coffee a really really good picture of Artisan, man.
Oh yeah, that's the best fan art I've shown.
Yeah, right? Check it out. I'll show you. I'll show you, right? Check it out, man.
Alright, alright. Oh my god. Jesus.
It's literally just a screenshot from that fucking Neckel Sugar Girls thing I linked it earlier.
Oh, I thought you did. I was gonna say, I was like, how did you get to look so grainy and crusty?
Oh my god.
Well, you know what, let me just show the everybody who's watching in the future.
That's so fucking funny.
Oh my god. We just had a long conversation about how atrocious YouTube is nowadays in terms of how it recommends videos. And then we were making fun of how you just need to have stupid thumbnails and really short attention span content, and then you'll get recommended to people. So let's just like make videos where it just shows like Flatena's tits and it's like, ZAMN! She 13? 6D boobies?
Damn.
Yep.
And we'll put the red arrow pointing at both of her nipples, and we'll put like big yellow text. She's 12? Alright, I'll show the art here. There you go, everybody. That's Artisan W Plains.
Yeah, that's the guy we've been talking about. On our
Yep.
stream.
Remember when we had that horrible roleplay in the Minecraft stream where... Oh, that was right before Isabel died. How dark is that? That we did like roleplay where Isabel was like going to Artisan's house and then she died. I almost just pulled up hentai by accident. That would have ended the stream.
That would have been.
I would not have been on to post that anymore.
That's me when I'm changing, like when I'm doing the artwork. That's me when I'm changing the picture. I'm like,
Oh, here, let me make my face cam a little bigger. I'm sure everyone wants to see that. There we go.
yeah, gotta. People will definitely join for the.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm gonna have to put in the description of the YouTube version the sauce, because people are gonna ask what the sauce is. What the sauce doing? Hey, dog, what is sauce doing? Yeah, I'll just start drawing my own hentai, and they'll be like, "What's the sauce?" It's my sauce. I made the sauce myself.
They're like, you guys, we need the sauce hero. Where's the sauce hero? The owner. Me. Nani?
Who's the
Zion.
artist? Who made the sauce? Okay, somebody made like this Weiss thumbnail on a shitpost status where she has a hang. Mind you, this was so long ago. This was actually like at the beginning of 2020 before people asked what the sauce was. And people went back later and went, "What's the sauce?" The creator uploaded the sauce on a Google Docs. He just photoshopped in a Hangout face on Weiss. It wasn't actually from anything.
Oh, that's great.
The
My
disappointment
power of
when there
color.
is no sauce. It just the sauce is the thumbnail itself.
Sounds like, where's the sauce? Later. Looking.
You know, Worcestershire? Worcestershire. No. Okay, I'm sorry. I'll leave. I'll just throw myself out the door, guys. I'm sorry.
Jesus.
Now let me be clear.
No, I just gotta. Here, I'll just start making. Here, this is what I'll do, and it won't even be clickbait. I'll draw like in a Hangout face of Ella, and then I'll say she's only 17.
Oh my god. Don't get yourself in trouble, dude.
Say no. We'll have it'll be like it'll be like Goliath with like his tongue sticking out. Zam! She's 17.
Oh, you gotta do the bug eyes too. Like his eyes gotta be bulging too.
I wanted to show the art I made of Ella, but I mean it is safe for work. But will YouTube be like, hey, she has her ass in the screen? I don't know. I mean, there's been worse on YouTube. YouTube's really inconsistent.
You know what's funny? If you really want to look up not safe for work stuff, you can. You type it in and boom, bam, you'll find it.
Oh, let me do this real quick.
I remember watching, just because I was so curious when I was younger. There's like, well, you could watch the naked episode where they're like, where they're like playing with each other in the bathtub of High School of the Dead on YouTube for like, I think it's still up. After
God.
all these years, you can see the fucking blonde-haired lady with like the fucking quadruple D tits flopping around in the bathtub.
God, the uncensored version, bro.
And YouTube allows it for some reason. I don't know what the reason is. It's like the video isn't classified as sexual, so it's okay.
Yep. Anime titties, fine.
I think it's because it's a horror anime, and they're like, well, it's not the intent. Well, who cares? The intent of some of the shit I put on YouTube is to be funny, but YouTube still takes it down.
Yeah, like you know how guys can post full on their erection getting pumped in a penis pump on YouTube, uncensored. And they list it as educational purposes on how to use a penis pump. They're basically just whacking it off on YouTube.
My question is always, what is worse? Okay, guys, wait, no, I have to ask you guys. I just ignore what I was about to say. I have to ask. Have you guys ever heard of a JO crystal?
J.O.
No.
Crystal?
Have you? Don't look at me. You haven't heard of it. Nobody here's heard of a JO crystal?
No.
No.
Okay, then I need to explain to you guys what a JO crystal is. These are real. I'm not making this up. I know I make up weird skits all the time, but this is not made up. There is this thing called the JO crystal that you buy off Amazon, and every night you masturbate and you charge spiritual energy into the JO crystal, and it's supposed to resonate with other people that are wearing JO crystal when you walk by them, or like some weird shit like this.
What?
I'm looking this up right now.
Look it up, it's real. And then
It's
there's
just
this
a
guy.
fucking necklace!
Okay.
What is this?
It's just a crystal. It's just a normal necklace, but it's apparently you charge it with your spiritual energy by jacking off.
Wait.
Dude,
Oh,
wait,
no,
wait.
that's why
Dude,
it's called.
Rat,
That's why
Rat,
it's called J.O. Jacking off crystal.
dude,
Yeah.
Rat,
Oh my god.
dude, Rat, I'm gonna get one of these, and one day I'm just gonna say one.
Yeah, man, we'll just hear. It'll be like an artifact in the RTK, the JO crystal, and Scoot will have it.
Scoot's powerful artifact, the JO crystal.
Every time
Oh
he
my
masturbates, it becomes more powerful.
Oh my god.
And the worst part is that Arnar's lore is like such a heavy mixture of serious and not serious that you could honestly conceive this as being a real thing in the Arnar universe, because there's already stupider things than that. And then like Scoot will be like, guys, I have to masturbate to save Eichel from Laref. I had a dream where Laref was like in a tuxedo in Vegas, and it was like a James Bond movie, and like Laref was like a villain, and he was like taking girls into the dance rooms. And I have a weird demented mind, I'm now realizing saying this out loud, but he was like taking dancers and infecting them with the parasites, and then he like turned the whole club into a parasite and tried like killing me, and then I had to like run away, and like Vegas was like post-apocalyptic, and the ref was mind controlling the whole city. Even though I've never been to Las Vegas, and I've never obviously seen the ref in person since he's not real. That was a bizarre dream.
Right, lay off on the... It's possibly that COVID kicking.
Yeah, man, because COVID and parasite invasion have a strong correlation to each other.
Yeah, man.
It's practically the same.
Guys, look what I found while looking at the JO crystal.
Listening to peaceful Skyrim music and playing Minecraft while talking about this is a good vibe.
Oh my god.
Oh my god. Yeah, this is the kind of stuff I was reading about. Exactly like that.
Bruh.
Okay, that was a meme version. But no, there was like this big forum online back then, and people would go on this like website to share how much they can make their JO crystals grow up.
This is so fucking funny.
Wait, how would I even make it grow up? They don't have any like any effect on it, would it?
I don't know, but supposedly this guy said that like his JO crystal's beaming with energy after like charging it for several nights or something.
Wow. I don't know.
Well, I'm gonna see how much.
I don't know if he's being unironic or he's just doing it just for an excuse of masturbation.
So fucking funny looking.
I should just make a video covering the JO. That should be what my channel becomes. The RGK, I just start covering stuff like the JO crystals.
Okay, look at this other one I found.
Oh, I got the title. I got a title. This crystal powers up every time you masturbate.
Why does this happen every time we play Minecraft? Like, it always has the worst conversations.
Oh my god. Oh no, you guys. These are so funny.
God. But that's the best part about Minecraft. It like, I don't know, I think that's why the game's become so popular. It's like weird. It like occupies enough of my brain that I can just focus on conversating without being bored and having to do anything else. I've literally been non-stop building the entire time, and I haven't even been focusing on what I'm doing. I'm just focusing on talking about YouTube's shit, bad thumbnails, and JO crystals. While listening to Skyrim music for some reason. It's like you're listening to like holy sounding music while you talk about the JO crystal. Oh, I should make that a fucking mistless quest where you guys have to find a JO crystal.
Oh my god.
So dumb. Oh god, the JO crystal.
It'll be like found in like an ancient shrine of like, it's like the JO cult.
Oh my god.
Oh god, we entered the building. It smells awful.
It smells very musky and salty.
It smells very, it smells like bleach.
But people would genuinely
Oh, God.
be interested in R&R's lore, guys, because it's memey, but it's also well written at the same time. So I could do it. I could just make R&R on YouTube. If I made videos covering R&R lore on YouTube, I bet people would just be intrigued enough to watch. Because that kind of stuff gets views nowadays, just covering weird, obscure lore.
Yes.
But one thing I've learned is that series have died. I don't know why. But I don't remember if I heard somebody say it or if it's just been something I came up with, but I swear I heard recently that, like, studies have shown that series don't work on YouTube. Just like random one-off videos. When you make a full series of something, nobody watches the series. When you make like a one video where it's like explaining the soda machine scandal of 2007, everyone will watch it. But if it was part of a series, no one would watch it.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. That video? Yup.
I like that video, but unfortunately, I want it to be a series. I want to see more videos like that. That guy's channel, I stay subscribed because I want to see if he makes another one like it, but most of his videos just weird Sonic videos I don't really care about.
Yeah. I was like, oh, dude, I'm gonna subscribe to this guy. Check this video. Oh.
Just Sonic. But okay, wait, there's one more. He also made Dick Tree. If nobody knows who I'm talking about.
Oh, is it the Final Fantasy thing?
Yeah, the guy who beat Final Fantasy without leaving the starting area, and then Dick Tree was a dick, and the other guy took over while he was in the hospital, and he like beat the game over the course of like a year.
What the fuck?
It was an amazing video, but unfortunately, he only has a couple videos like that.
Damn, you did it just.
I have confidence though. He'll see how much people like those other ones, and he'll do it. But here's the thing: you never end up being what you want on YouTube. That's the sad part. All right. I swear the story happens over and over again, where you start YouTube wanting to be one thing and you become popular for something else. I mean, look at the Angry Video Game Nerd. He wanted to be a horror filmmaker, and he ended up getting popular making whack reviews of classic video games as like an angry character. Even though James is a really mellow guy. He's a really laid-back, mellow guy, but he's known for his angry character that people believe is the real him. And look at Filthy Frank. Joji's also a pretty mellow guy, but people know him for his raunchy persona. I mean, granted, I love those, but Filthy Frank and the Internet are like fucking satirical masterpieces, just making fun of what you'd expect the internet to be like for the last many years, and just doing it in such a perfect way. I mean, when I was a kid and I first watched the Angry Video Game Nerd, and he made the Rob the Robot video where he's fucking covering Gyromite. And besides the fact that back then the vulgarity was just so unexpected and obscene and just really unusual for YouTube, which is what caught most people's eye. It's just the fact that it was so high quality and it was filmed like an 80s video. And he's like Rob the Robot comes to life and like is like destroying the city, and the nerd is being attacked by like game controllers and shit. I was like, this is so whack, man. Who the fuck would come up with this? And then like Filthy Frank just making a weird lore where it's just like really urban and really fucking ironic humor. Just super like ghetto shit, but like done to the most stupidest degree.
Yeah.
But it's beautiful. I mean, that's why I'm looking up above my computer and I have that fucking big art I did of Filthy Frank. Like it's like a shrine. And you know, unfortunately, everybody was looking. Well, not everybody. Everybody that liked Filthy Frank was looking for another Filthy Frank when he left, and we never found one. There's just nobody could be him. There's just those things that are done so perfectly that they can never be replicated, as opposed to the opposite, where it was the first to do something, but it wasn't done perfectly, and everybody replicated it. I mean, I could think of a million rip-offs of so many channels and games and movies where, like, everybody wanted to do that when it was finished, regardless of how good the original was.
Right.
But Filthy Frank's not one of those things. It was one of those masterpieces. That's what sets apart a good thing from a masterpiece, is whether it can be done again. And it can't. Filthy Frank was just a part of history that we will never, ever see again.
Yeah, but at least I'm glad it's been cataloged so we can revisit it.
Yeah, and even the original channel, Disaster Music, is still up after all this time, even though YouTube was trying to remove it for like years. I think Frank made TV Filthy Frank because his original channel was getting so much shit.
Yeah.
I mean, God, I know like every Pink Guy song. I've seen every Filthy Frank video at least 3 times, and I just think he's just beautiful. But it's the worst part is that, well, no, the best part actually is that it was done so masterful that when people have tried to be Filthy Frank, it comes off cringy, and I think that's a good thing.
Yeah.
Because you can't copy him. You just can't.
Yeah, I feel that.
I mean, God, like, I can't... Because he did it so well. I don't even... Like, if I tried to copy him, I wouldn't know where to start. And I'm good at impersonation. Well, I say good. But I'm good at making horrible impersonations. That's a way to word it. Can I just talk about the fact that, why does YouTube not recommend good animations, but they recommend shitty animatics? Why does that happen? Because, like, I really have disdain for these cringy-ass animatics with, like, these high school girl drawings of, like, low-definition characters with simple expressions that look like they were drawn in a children's notebook. And it just reminds me of a time when everything that was popular was Undertale and Five Nights at Freddy's. I'm like, no, I don't want to go back to this time. I'm good. Yeah, check out my Doki Literature Club X Freddy Fazbear, X Sans Undertale, X Hello Neighbor, X Among Us, Animatic, where they're all on a Zoom call during the COVID 20. Hello, my name is Among Us. I am going to hit you with my knife, and you are going to die because you are very sus, mister. And then Monica's like, nah, haha, lol, XD. Freddy Fazbear's like, that's what he says.
Monica's like, ha ha ha, you monkey, ha ha ha, you goof.
Haha, you're goofy, and you're dumb.
Oh my god.
Okay, it's funny. Monica's the best character from Doki Literature Club because all the other girls are fucking generic and cringy, but Monica was the only well-written character in that game. And you know, I love how every preteen who played that game, including myself when I first, well, no, actually not including myself, I forgot. We live streamed when I first played it. But before I played the game, I was also misconstrued. I'm not going to spoil the game for anybody who hasn't seen it, but I was so misconstrued on the idea of what that game is really unexpectedly deep, and you can really play it over and over again and discover something new, which is kind of why I want to play it again. But it's not a game, it's just a really well done story more than anything. And I just can't help but think, wow, I can't believe how many people miss the idea of the game and how many people hate the character Monica, even though you're actually, okay, I remember reading like this interview from the main creator where, like, yeah, obviously you're supposed, well, not obviously, but like in his mind, obviously you're supposed to like Monica because, oh god, Jesus fucking Christ, you scared the shit out of me, Enderman. Of course you're supposed to like Monica. She's the only realistically written character. She's the only one that makes sense. I thought I was alone on this when I finished the game. Everybody else was like, rad. But I was like, no, bro, I like Monica. But it's like, well, yeah, because Monica's the only one that's a fucking human with real emotions and real thoughts. Everybody else is just a generic persona that you'd expect to see in any generic anime game. And, of course, the internet totally misunderstood the point of the game and was like, oh, no, my favorite anime waifu, the one that has, like, you know, one fucking strand of personality, which is just to fulfill a stereotype of Japanese women.
Yes. I need my underage girl. My film.
No, I mean, look at okay, Sayori debatably is well written, but Yuri and Natsuki? Why do people like these characters? These characters are written really okay, I mean, when I first played the game and I didn't know much about it, I was like, oh yeah, Yuri's really cool. But upon knowing the point of the game and finishing it, I was like, What? I just don't understand the amount of hate that the character Monica gets after the, like, for people who've actually played the game. I'm like, how do you miss the point so hard? It's like it's staring you right in the face, but you don't get it. Well, no, I guess it makes sense because the game is themed to make her seem like a bad person. It's themed that way. But it's only if you're not paying close enough attention to, like, read in between the lines. Anyways, that's just my talk about Doki. But, you know, I just was trying to change the conversation topic from, ZAMN!
Hey, Zach, have you played Doki before? Or
I watched PewDiePie play kind of it, a little bit. So I am familiar with it. I haven't seen a whole playthrough of it, so I'm kind of like still like unaware of certain things. But yeah.
I think I was really misled to play the game. I was kind of late to the bandwagon by a couple of years. Well, like always, I'm always late to the bandwagon. I never hop on the bandwagon, honestly. But
Yeah.
I don't know. I was kind of turned away from it because I got spoiled a lot of the game before playing it, and it just came off so stupid. I was like, what? But and
Yeah.
for anybody that hasn't been spoiled, I won't say what the spoilers are. But I saw the spoilers, and I was like, what? This looks stupid. But you're supposed to, it really is a shame. Really, if you just take clips from anything without context, it looks stupid. And
Yeah.
it's meant to be played through in a complete run. And obviously, when I eventually did play through the game, I found it amazing, and I was obsessed with it. Because I understood why it was so good. But the internet is always preteens taking things out of context, spreading only their favorite moments, and making it seem like that's the whole game.
Yeah, that's what they do best.
I mean, look at Undertale.
Oh yeah.
For people that haven't played Undertale, all people think Undertale is
Yeah.
I mean, Undertale is... I mean, okay, yes, Undertale is definitely overrated, but it is a lot more than what people make of it. But yes,
Yeah.
very overrated. I don't think Doki's overrated. I think Doki gets the recognition it deserves, really. I mean, that game... You look at so many games that are, like, of the same genre, visual novel, they're always rated atrociously bad. But Doki Literature Club is rated 4.8 on Google. And the ratings are, like, almost entirely 5-star with a few exceptions. And when you read the reviews for the bad ones, it's like, it's filled with spoilers, so I don't recommend doing that. But
like, not enough anime boobies or something. Kidding.
yeah, it'll either be about how the game was misleading or about how they're upset about the ending. But it's like, well, yeah, because if you came to this game expecting to play a normal visual novel, then you got the wrong game. Man, I first played it, and honestly, with the exception of one spoiler regarding the climax of the character Yuri, I didn't get any spoilers. So, when I first saw what happened with all the other characters, I was really shocked. And I was like, what the fuck? This game is like this? But, yeah, I don't know. It's one of the, unfortunately, it's one of those things where you can't really talk about it without seeing it.
Yeah, right. Damn, dude. Damn. I was spoiled about one thing. It was the first part.
The first big thing, yeah. I wasn't spoiled that. I'm surprised I wasn't spoiled that. I was only spoiled the Yuri thing. That was it.
Damn. But I was spoiled that. Everything else afterwards, like when the things start happening, I was like, what the fuck?
Holy shit, I was so fucking obsessed with that game when I first finished playing it. I watched so many other people do it, and I was, like, reading interviews of the creator and, like, replaying the game and finding alternate things, because I've always said this, but I've always liked to get obsessed over things that are well done and deep, and Doki well, it had enough in it that I could be obsessed over it. Was just all that it needed. It was deep enough and unique enough that if I wanted something like Doki, I kind of just had to do Doki. There was nothing else like it. God, I still like it. I mean, there's those obsessed things that I get into and then get out of, and there's the ones that never leave. And I'm really surprised to say that Doki never left, because it's been a couple of years since we did that stream of Doki now. But yeah, I don't know. I actually did play a little tiny bit of Doki when it first came out, but we never made it to the part where like things got interesting.
Oh yeah, like the first stream.
I think I gave up on it because I thought it was just a stupid visual novel that everybody wanted me to play. I was like, guys, I don't really like this kind of stupid shit, but I'll do it. But we stopped before it got interesting. And, well, how I regretted that, that's why I went back years later. Well, I think the first time we played, I don't remember what character we went after. I think it was... Actually, I don't remember. The first playthrough we did was pretty bad. I think I took it off YouTube because I said some really bad things. I was young when we did that stream. I was like 16. And I said some pretty whack shit.
The only thing I know, I think we did Sayori route.
Sayori? Oh, maybe it was. I always made fun of that character. For obvious reasons. She kind of comes off like a water sometimes.
Hey guys.
But holy shit. So good. Oh yeah. I know the second time we went after Yuri, we never did a Natsuki thing. Well, actually, I think after beating the game, we went back and checked out a little bit of that. But I have Doki Plus, which, I guess they have extra shit.
Extra shit?
I don't know what the extra shit is, but I guess there's extra stuff now. So, there you go. It won't just be replaying the same thing. But even if we were, I wouldn't care. It's a really short game.
There's extra stuff, and Monica's dice is extra stuff.
Yeah, man. God, I can't believe how toxic. So, unfortunately, like every popular internet game, there's always going to be a large portion of the community that is either really cringe or really toxic, and Doki definitely has that. For people that misunderstand the main point of the game, that part of the community is cringy and usually toxic. Mostly towards... It's a fictional character, but I'm surprised how much hate the character Monica gets. I'm shocked.
Damn, really?
Seriously, you'll just be like being degenerative. You'll look up like a hentai of the character, and most of the comments won't be like cringy perverted people be like, oh yeah, Monica. No, it'll be like, fuck Monica, I hope you die. I'm like, what the fuck? How do you misunderstand the point of the game so hard? Are you dumb? Yeah, they're all weebs. Because, like, if you play the game with the perspective of a weeb, then yes, you will hate Monica.
I hate you, Monica, because you're more thicker than Natsuki.
I can't believe to the extent that people hate this character. Like really, like, they hate her more than a villain.
From what I got from the few things that I saw from PewDiePie, Monica is manipulative of the other girls to get them to do things.
If you haven't finished the game, you wouldn't completely understand.
I just think that maybe they only saw that part, and that's why they're like, oh, fuck this character. Like, they only saw, like, a little bit or something. Like, they probably didn't watch a whole thing. You know what I mean?
It could be that, or it could just be that they saw that part, and then they disregarded the parts that happened later on.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like, they saw that. That's my point. Yeah.
They just, but that's what I'm saying. They just missed the point. Like, they're too dense-headed to understand the purpose and why these things happened.
That's unfortunately just the majority of fucking people. Sadly.
Oh fuck! Go to sleep!
Oh shit!
I'm afraid. Okay, thank God. I forgot how terrifying that phantom noise is. That scared me. Jesus.
That's funny.
I was building and then I heard. I was like, what the fuck?
You know how scary it'd be? Instead of a zombie apocalypse, it's a phantom apocalypse.
God, I can't Phantoms are genuinely scary. When they added these things in the game, Minecraft got a lot more. I started making sure I went to sleep after they added Phantoms in the game.
Yeah.
Which is a good thing, because the game used to have a reputation of, it is baby game.
Oh man. But yeah, just back to that whole missing the point thing. That's unfortunately like a very, very common fucking thing. You know how I'm sure you've all experienced this at some point where you get in an argument with somebody and you're trying to make a point, but they only zero in on one thing that you said instead of reading the whole thing that you posted. They're like, "Oh, you said this," and I'm like, "Bro, did you not read the whole fucking thing that I mentioned? Like that ties in. I'm making a point here." And they're like, "Oh," and they just ran on about the one.
Oh yeah.
part.
Unfortunately,
Okay.
there's more people like that than you'd expect, which is really unfortunate, because
Yeah, that's what I'm
I
saying.
have
like,
conversations with
majority.
people like that, and I'm like, why are you not getting it? Why are you not paying attention to you're only paying attention to the only thing that doesn't matter. But like,
Yep.
most of the internet is like that, and most people are like that. They don't look deep into anything. And the thing is, Doki is a game that is meant to be looked deep into. It's a game about fucking, as boring as it sounds, poetry. But like, yeah, you're supposed to look into things beyond the ground level in poetry, and the game is written like a poem. It has multiple layers and multiple ways it can be interpreted, and if you just look at it on the base value, you're gonna miss the point.
Exactly. Yeah, that's my point though, is that the majority, unfortunately, of the populace, just fucking everybody on the goddamn planet, majority of people are like that.
It's a goddamn shame, but you know, 'tis the world we live in, I suppose.
We live in a society, you know.
Oh, yeah.
The most we can do is stick to a community like this where we don't have to deal with that.
Exactly, yeah.
It's best to stick with less people of higher quality than more people of lesser quality. I'll tell you that much. Because
Yeah, I gotta say, you know, the more people you spend your time with does not equate to the amount of integrity as one person who has that amount of integrity, you know what I mean?
yeah, I mean,
It isn't like it's not addition. You're not like, oh, if I group all these people, they amount to one thing. No, they don't actually. They're all just equally that part.
I wish that most people would realize that, but most people won't. Hence why this community is not very appealing to most people. People always want something new. And they always want something catchy. What they don't want is something meaningful and long-lasting.
They only want, yeah, they want what's temporary that'll give them the quick fix versus something that's long-term and turns into something better.
Especially when your friends actually care and they actually give you good advice. Because nobody wants advice. People want comfort.
People want comfort and solutions. Like, they don't want like to resolve something. They just want you to fix it right now. They don't want the resolution or this. They don't want you to help them through to the solution. They want you to do the solution for them.
But people understand that you can't.
Yeah.
You can distract them from it for a long time, but the only way you can lead a horse to water, but you can't force it to drink. That's all there is to say about that.
Yeah, you mean like water.
Yeah. A lot of people, really. A lot of fucking people
Yeah.
that recently... This year's been a shitty year for this community, but a lot of people this year.
I mean last year.
Yep.
Last year. This year, I'm looking forward to how things turn out.
Yeah, let's not jinx this year.
I mean, granted, last year I said, 2021 can't be that bad.
It was.
It was a lot worse than 2020. 2020 was not even that bad for me. It was bad for the world. It wasn't bad for me. 2021 was really bad for me, though.
Yeah.
But I made it through, and, well, would you look at that? I'm a grown adult now. Holy shit. All in 1 year. At the beginning of 2021, I was very much a child, unexperienced in everything, and now I'm fully grown man living by myself. So there you go.
You went from baby with diaper to man with balls.
Yes, I was. People still thought I was mature back then, but mature and wise are not correlated.
No.
I may have been mature, but I was not wise, and I made a lot of mistakes along the way. But those mistakes were really exponentially increased in negative ways by other people because I let them, by not devoting time to like what we just said. I was also sticking to the catchy people, and I should have been focusing on the more meaningful friends.
Well, the more bigger a community is, the more the smaller voices will grow.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, the community's gotten really small now, and I have no problem with that. I'm gonna be putting more work into my stuff than I ever have been, this year.
That's good, man. I'm looking forward to that. Also, I saw we lost another person, JJG. And I loved your reaction. Like, who the fuck was that?
Well, yeah, because, like, most of the people I've at least seen, I've never seen that person. I didn't even know they were here. Did they change their name before they left? Because I don't even know who it is. I have no mutual friends.
Apparently, they were here since 2020.
Really?
Yeah, they were here 2020.
What was their name, though?
Hold on. Let me go back.
Because I have no clue who that was.
They joined April of 2020. And, I don't know.
Weird. I got no clue who that was. I was so that reaction was very genuine. I was like, what? Who are you?
Yeah,
I don't see anything by them either.
I mean, as we just explained, this is a pretty tight community, so it's really shocking that somebody left that I didn't know. I was like, what?
You know, that's funny. They were so active during 2020, but then they never said something. They only said one message in 2021.
What was that?
It was a emote of the freaking frog guy being sad.
Wait a second. So, I'm just trying to. Oh, you know what? I'm gonna look it up. How do you look it up? I want to know who they are.
I do Control F from user JJ blah blah blah. They showed a picture of their dog.
Dump hacker.
Nani?
Yeah, their name before they left was Gump Hacker.
Dump hacker.
Oh, that was Gump?
Yeah, Gump.
Oh, I know who that was. Never mind. I didn't realize who that was until you said that. Oh, they did change their name. Okay.
Who are they?
Oh, I know who they are. You guys don't know who they are. There were somebody I kind of knew from work. I don't really talk to them or anything now, but yeah.
Well,
I didn't realize it was that person.
Rip.
I mean, yeah, they rarely spoke in here. It's not like I care or anything.
yeah, they were like they just said some stuff in 2020, 2021. One thing. Now they left.
And maybe he was just doing the same thing that the we are doing. They're just clearing out servers they don't participate in anymore.
New year, new server list, right? Who dis?
Well, I just gotta say, I wonder who doesn't do that, because I do it pretty frequently, but I know there's a lot of people that they just keep every single person ever on their friends list, regardless of whether they even know who they are. But for me, it's like, dog, if I don't talk to you, I'm not keeping you. I don't know. Whether because I don't like reminders, I don't like distractions. It's better to keep my head focused on what's important, remove all the distractions.
Right. I know that Kermit keeps everybody on his list. Oh my god, I hate looking at his phone because I don't I don't know why it doesn't bother him, but on his Discord notification on his phone it says like over 99. And I'm like 99 plus or whatever. I'm like, what the fuck, bro?
Oh god, that would drive me crazy, bro.
Over 99
Yeah,
what?
he's like talking to like people in different servers, and there's still like tons of fucking messages that he hasn't looked through that are like noticed. It's like those red notices. I'm like, Gear, fucking clear those out, dude. It's like, no. Sometimes I like to go through those when I'm in bed or something. But you don't clear them out. It's like, no. Doesn't that bother you? It's like, no. Why would it? I'm like, what do you mean? Why would it? What do you mean? Yeah.
Exactly.
No, it was the same way with my previous 2 partners, huh? They were eventually. Well, I'm sure they changed now, but I managed to convince them otherwise, but I don't think it lasted very long. I just don't think they understand. I think that with some people, they just haven't developed the part that makes them understand why this is significant and why it's not just like a minor nuisance.
Every time I get a hold of his phone, I'm like, read all notifications. I'm like, clearing them out for him.
I think some people just they don't understand larger implications. They only understand the action and not how it could affect the future and bigger meanings behind what you're doing.
Yeah, because he leaves a lot of like unread messages on his Facebook and on his emails, and you see all these like notifications on his phone, and I'm like, bro, that's so frustrating. Like he's like scrolling through, like you know how like when you open your phone and it kind of pops down all these notifications like a drop down.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's like that, and it takes him like a good like second or so to flip through all of this just so he can lift his phone up to unlock it. I'm like, why? What just fucking incident? Just like, you know?
I also tend to ignore a lot of other things, but if I plan on ignoring it, I will just generally remove it. There's no reason to keep it there if you're not gonna check on it.
Yeah, exactly. Like, put it on mute or something. Change the notifications. But it just doesn't, and it drives me nuts. I look at his phone and it's just like, ping, ping, ping. I'm like, god damn, dude.
I can't stand it. Like, you know, there's actually a psychological study that proves that when a phone vibrates and you get a notification or something, it actually jolts you with, like, cortisol. It's, like, not good for you.
Mm-hmm. And then you wonder why you're so stressed all the time.
Yikes, bro. But yeah, I mean, some people, they just want to they just want to live in a fantasy, bro. They really want to get that thrill.
I wish that, like, oh god, I really highly, well, you don't need to, but just if you ever feel like it, of course. Well, I don't know why I prefaced it like that. Of course, just whether you want to or not. But anyways, I built that up too much. I was just saying, there's a video I watched. It's not significant in any way, but yay! Sorry, I jumped. And there's a guy. I've been talking about this a lot recently. I've been thinking about it because it's surprising and because the video was well done. But there's a guy that was a musician. He didn't necessarily make very meaningful videos. He just made really, really good jazz music. And I have a lot of his covers done in my playlist. And he's been decently famous on YouTube for a long time. He by no means is he like super popular, but amongst the video game cover community at the very least, people who like to make covers of music from shows and games, he's very well known to the point where official composers have worked with him. Granted, he doesn't have, I think, more than 200k subs, so he's not majorly big, but Insane in the Rain Music is pretty well known, and he stopped making videos permanently a couple days ago, and he made an almost 40-minute video explaining why. And the video was really well done. It was cut up into segments, and he had a script for it. And all of the points he brought up were very informative, and I actually wasn't aware of most of them. Both on a personal, a legal, and just a YouTube level. And he was talking about how on a personal level, he's been he's been so inconfident in himself since he was a child, and he's been talking to a therapist recently, and he hasn't been realizing just how much he's been using this to block out his actual issues. He didn't even realize it. He thought he was just, I like music, I'm making game covers, but he was really using this to validate himself, because he wanted to be known as the jazz video game cover guy. That a lot of people are really moved by his music, and not by him as a person, and what he actually does for his friends, and what he's actually contributed. He's proud of his music, and he doesn't want to stop by any means. He thinks that what he does with his music is his most important thing, but for a mixture of legal and personal reasons, he decided to move on, mostly because YouTube doesn't even grant making high quality moving pieces of music. It grants catchy shit where you make a wacky face and Photoshop it and then like add some crazy text and make a weird thumbnail. That's what will catch people's attention, not a moving piece. And that's what he wants to do, because that's what jazz is all about, really. And sure, he has some pieces that I find to be really, some of them really groovy, but some of them can be kind of moving. And, but it's like that, those are not the ones that are ever going to get attention, not on YouTube. And technically, he doesn't even have the legal rights to them, because they're covers that aren't officially licensed. He doesn't have a cover license. If you're not making videos on YouTube and you're making official music, you have to have a license to do that shit or have permission from the creator, but he doesn't. And on YouTube, you're just allowed to get away with that. I mean, seriously, there are like thousands of channels that cover music illegally on YouTube, and YouTube doesn't do anything about it, because I mean, sure, they're not using any of the music's original content. It's completely original piece, so I have no problem with this at all. I don't think anybody really does, but it's just a fact of if you wanted to do anything bigger with yourself beyond YouTube, you can't, because you don't have a license for that. And the creators could take it down if they wanted to. They're allowed to. They have a legal right to take down these covers that are not officially licensed if they just so choose that they don't like it.
Yeah.
And it's like, do you want to live your whole career unstably knowing that it could just be taken, your whole work could be taken down at any point? I mean, granted, it hasn't for 10 years, but it could. And times are changing, so you never know.
Yeah, because more and more of the people, more and more of those companies are actually taking action and taking them down.
Nintendo's always been the one that actually did take action. And ZAMN Music is a huge Nintendo fan, but he never had a problem with this. And he said, you know, he wants to make official game music for a game soundtrack. And he thought the same thing to himself. Well, yeah, if I made official music, I would at least want to know if people are going to be using my composition. I should be notified about that kind of stuff. And I wouldn't have a problem if people were covering it, but it should at least be my choice whether it be handled how I want and whether it's not.
Yeah.
I mean, it really is, in my opinion, really overdramatic how many licenses you need for everything. Everything has become so complicated in the modern age. You can't do anything without legal rights and a license. You can't just do simple things anymore. Which is really a fucking shame. And YouTube has been making legal activity more complicated than it's ever been. This website alone. Because there's so much stuff it can't be monitored. And when you allow anybody to upload unmonitored, there's always going to be stuff that is legally gray that just gets away for years. And then when you suddenly change it, then everybody's upset at you because it's been that way for so long. Why just now change it? And really, it's a fault of the website more than it is of the people. Because the website allows this shit to happen. But do I think it's overdramatic? Oh, of course. Because, I mean, if something's transformative, you should be allowed to do something if it's not even the purpose. Like, if playing music in the background of a Let's Play is by no means stealing any money from people that are making that music, because people aren't listening to the Let's Play for the music. They're listening to the Let's Play to watch the Let's Player play the fucking game. So, of course, I think that's fine. I think when they hop on that kind of stuff, I think it's ridiculous. And it is considered fair use on YouTube to do that. Yet, YouTube does take that shit down anyways, even though it is considered fair use. But when people will blatantly rip and steal music off of YouTube, they'll let it slide.
You know what also really bothers me? How, when TikTokers are using, like, pop music and all that shit, they only use, like, a small clip of that music. But a lot of these people, YouTubers who are, like, trying to talk about these, certain funny TikToks that they saw, they can't play that music. Even though it's just a little, like, less than 30-second clip of that music. It's not even the whole fucking song. It's just literally a loop that plays for that fucking TikTok. Like, what the fuck? Why would you take that down? It's not the whole song or anything.
It's ridiculous because it used to be allowed. It used to be considered fair use to play a couple seconds to talk about something. But then the laws keep getting more and more complicated as time goes on. Until now, it's like unclear whether you can or you can't. So most YouTubers just won't, because you might only play a couple seconds of it and a 2-hour podcast just to talk about it, but YouTube will recognize those couple seconds and they'll demonetize the entire video.
Oh, yeah.
Super shitty, dude.
And that's ridiculous. That's why this website is gonna fucking die. They have to clean this shit up. It is handled in the most unprofessional way I've ever seen on a website.
I also really hate that they got rid of the fucking dislike counts. It just says dislike.
Yeah, oh, we talked about that for way too long.
Yeah.
It really infuriates me though. Like, still, every fucking video, every time I go to YouTube to listen to a song, I'm reminded that the discounts are gone, and I'm like, that's so fucking stupid, bruh.
Yeah. God, I don't know what they're doing. I just don't. And that's the most proper way to say it. I just don't know what they're doing, because I don't think anybody does. Their moves make no sense.
Nope.
And why would you make your business gray and cryptic? Why would you not be straightforward with your fucking users? That's ridiculous.
Yep.
Yeah, that's just really annoying when it's not transparent.
People aren't coming here for politics on what's right and for legal rights advice. People are coming here to watch videos, and you're making it hard for people to do that.
Yep. Damn.
I'm just wondering, like, there was a time when people went to a variety of different places to watch videos. I can remember it.
Yeah.
I can remember going on weird websites back then to watch whatever. I could go on Newgrounds or game trailers. They had, like, people posting videos at some time, and, like, there was, like, other websites, I can't think the name off the top of my head, that were probably not...
Oh, I remember, like funnyjunk.com or whatever.
And there was a bunch of websites, but it's kind of like they all died, well, because they weren't optimized. But regardless, there should be more websites like that need to be coming into fruition, because, oh man, if YouTube keeps this up, nobody's going to use it. When it becomes a hassle to get simple entertainment, everyone's going to stop.
Yup.
It's literally contrary. It's counterintuitive to have to work to entertain yourself. It just is. You shouldn't have to. It should be really easy to just find something for yourself to enjoy. You shouldn't have to, like, spend a large amount of time to look for it, but now we're going to have to, because YouTube's making it that way.
You know, it was sad because I also like to watch, like, toy reviews. And there was this lady who had called the Big Toy Box. And her channel got, like, demonetized or something because of the whole child thing about the toys channel and all that stuff, like kids content.
Oh, yeah.
But the thing is, the thing is, hers wasn't meant to be a kids content channel. She was literally like opening these toys and doing like quality control checking of these toys and actually giving like honest reviews for parents who had children and telling them, is this worth this price? Is it worth going out to get this? Is it, all these other things? Where's the best deals for it? Because she would also mention like, of the big spots that carry these items, this place seems to have the best deal for it. And it was just like very like non-biased, not in a like funky kids review kind of thing. It was very much like a, hey, parents, this is the new hottest new toy, and I really, LOL dolls, they're the biggest thing right now. Let's she like goes through the reviews and she gives her opinion of them. Like it was just so unfair to watch her shit being taken down like that. And she had to she really had to like put a lot of change into her channel. And there's still like, even though it's not meant to be children, she's trying to not have it geared to be for children. YouTube deems it as children's entertainment and then takes away comments, takes away the likes and dislikes, and takes away the notification for those videos. Because if it's a child's content, even if you're subscribed with notification on, if it's deemed as child content, you won't get a notification of that video upload. You won't be able to comment on it, you won't be able to share it, you won't be able to like or dislike on it.
And this is the thing, it's like, okay, YouTube doesn't seem to realize that when you're talking about creative people being allowed to upload whatever they want, this is a website where people control the flow of creation and content. And when you heavily restrict and limit that, people will inevitably find ways to do what they were already doing, just loopholing around your new system. So whenever you keep putting in more systems to avoid these things that really aren't even problems in the first place, it's not only a waste of time, but you just frustrate everyone. You frustrate the people watching, the people making. Everybody involved is annoyed because you just make it harder for people to do what they want to do. And
exactly,
it's like, why would you do that? This is your fucking community. This is your fan base. Without the people making the videos and watching them, YouTube is nothing but an archive. So why are you fucking making it hard for people to do this? It's and like in regards to toy channels, I remember this whole fiasco because I was involved with I was heavily I usually don't keep up with stuff online, but for once I was, because I was interested. It was following the H3 lawsuit with YouTube. A bunch of legal shit happened, and part of that legal shit was the kid channel stuff. And I think most people agreed that a lot of the kids channel stuff needed to be done, but it was just monitored in such a shitty way.
Yeah, it was.
Because, like, sure, did YouTube Kids need to be monitored? Of course it did. There was some really sketchy shit that children were watching.
Weird, whack-ass shit. Like pregnant Elsa getting shot in the stomach with needles and shit. I'm like,
yeah, I fucking remember that stuff, man.
Yeah.
Bruh, that stuff was whack, bruh.
Yeah, I remember that shit. But the thing
like,
is, that the way that they handled it was so ass backwards, and it affected way more people than it needed to.
Yeah, it's ridiculous.
And
honestly, I feel like just make okay. YouTube Kids is a separate app. Just have it a separate thing.
Yeah.
Just make it so that, you gotta sign into an adult content, whatever, and really, you can't fault if children are watching because it's the parents' fault at that point. I mean, there's nothing you could do. You wouldn't even know. It doesn't matter. Just stop making it hard for everybody else involved. I mean, okay, I think that for the record, I'm gonna preface this by saying I think what they did with the whole Toys channel thing is ridiculous, but I think demonetizing children's content is not ridiculous. I think that the Toys channel thing is not meant for children, So therefore, it shouldn't be affected by this. But the fact that people were making so much money off of YouTube Kids is why this became such a problem. Because people were making whack, really inappropriate shit that caught kids' eyes. And they would post this stuff every day because that's what was making money at the time. It made more money than making non-YouTube Kids stuff.
Yeah. Yeah, it was. But here's the thing, though. It didn't just affect those channels. It also affected, like, fucking cartoons. Like, if you look up old-ass Looney Tunes cartoons, like, that shit is like, treated like kid stuff. And I'm like, kids really shouldn't be watching this old cartoon shit because it's got a lot of, like, racist stuff, you know, very offensive shit that I wouldn't want, my child to be like, oh wow, like, I'm talking about, like, old cartoons, like, with, like, really racist shit that they don't play on TV anymore, okay? For good reason. And they're listing that these old ass offensive cartoons as, like, for kids, and you can't comment on it, you can't share it, none of that. I'm like, bruh, you do realize that kids aren't gonna be watching this, right?
Yeah, YouTube's platform in general is fucked. I think what they need to do, they need to organize YouTube into categories. And they need to just make it so that videos are uploaded and classified under certain areas so that people find what they're looking for, instead of this just super broad search engine and recommended system where you just get an abundance of random unrelated shit and it's always not what you're looking for, or when it is, you can't find more of it.
Yeah.
We've been talking about YouTube the entire fucking stream now, though.
Yeah, this is like one of the first where we just keep talking about YouTube.
It's just so relevant, though, especially because we're currently posting our stuff on YouTube. And, I'm still going to keep doing that. I'm going to hope that it will change. But if it's not going to change, then I am definitely, without a doubt, going to be looking for other places to be uploading my stuff very soon.
Yeah.
Oh, God. Don't you hate when you want to add a music video to your playlist, but it's labeled as for kids?
Thank you for bringing that up, because I have that problem so many fucking times where I want to add something to a playlist, a goof of the night, a music playlist, or even a game soundtrack, and for some reason, YouTube automatically labeled it as for kids, and the video is so old that the channel is not going to see this and fix it anymore, so it's just fucked forever.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
I'm like, what?
Ah, fuck the Phantoms! Jesus Christ. Oh no. Don't kill me, please.
Don't kill me, please.
Oh no, there's no roof here.
Honestly, don't worry, I'll let us in,
I gotta go to sleep the next night. I keep forgetting. That's the problem with this new system, is that I keep forgetting that I don't have to sleep, so then I haven't, and then the Phantoms attack me. Oh, where are you? Damn. Zam!
No.
Damn.
That's gonna be in the new thumbnail.
Yeah, it is.
Show the YouTube sad face, like, oh, this video's been copyrighted. Damn, it's copyrighted!
God. Originally, we were just talking about our content, and it just got all about YouTube.
Well, because, fuck YouTube, man. They gotta fuck everything up, man. They don't know what the fuck they're doing.
No, not at all. In general, here's what I assume is going to happen. I think because media in general is just changing so much right now, that's why everything's so complicated. Because right now, everything is becoming about streaming services, and nobody is using physical media anymore. It's like, it's dying. If not, already dead.
Yeah, like, TV, now it's about streaming on TV.
Yeah, but the way that they're handling the streaming is just so ridiculous, because it was fine back then, really. It was fine in like the 2016 era. There was Let's Players fine, streamers were doing fine, series were doing fine, animated channels were doing fine. And it was fine until YouTube started putting in restrictions on ads and being overcomplicated with it. I mean, and really, I don't see why. I mean, I do, but I don't. I feel like it's been unmonitored since the beginning, because that's the nature of the website. And that's what every fucking other website is like. Why is YouTube trying to somehow be different? There's no reason to be different. Every other website is putting ads on whack shit unmonitored because that's the fucking internet. Of course. But YouTube's the only one that feels a need to be the fucking warrior and the hero and be like, no, we're gonna choose what can and cannot have ads, and therefore we have to split things into kids and not kids, and split things into demonetized and monetized, and split things into categories, and fucking AI organize this shit. It's ridiculous.
Or it reminds me of like one of those overprotective helicopter moms that overreacts to the little things. Like, a perfect example was the kids thing. They got slapped with a fine by the government, basically. I don't know. They got slapped with some legal shit, and they went overprotective mode. They're like, oh shit, anything related to kids, can't have it, man. It's gotta be locked down tight. Instead of like, being, fine and being like, okay, we gotta zoom in on this. No, let's blanket everything.
Honestly, I don't see what was the problem with doing what they've always done and just monitor the videos to a basic degree. Like, if a video's taboo, people report it and they removed it, and that's all that's really all it needed to be. It did not need to be all this. Like, because if you're unaware, or you just forgot, the whole thing started when a Coca-Cola ad was playing on a video of ISIS cutting people's heads off.
Oh, man.
And then, or maybe it was Pepsi, I don't know, it was something like that. But then it kind of all became like, oh shit. But like, okay, why was it a matter of Pepsi being advertised in this when, mind you, ads played on any video anyways? Why wasn't it just a matter of, oh, just fucking remove the video, make a rule, these kind of videos aren't allowed on YouTube, and then leave it at that? Why did it become this bullshit? It's so overcomplicated and confusing, and now nobody likes it anymore.
Yeah, exactly.
Bruh. Yeah, man.
It's like, oh, YouTube, the place where you can upload your own videos and make your own content. Oh, except now you can't. Now you can upload your own videos heavily restricted, like we're a fucking communist country. Hey mom, I want to upload my video of my army soldiers fighting each other with cool music. Can't, honey. Can't do that anymore. The music's copyrighted and it'll be marked YouTube Kids.
What? No. No.
Which means you won't get any feedback, you're not gonna get to see if anybody liked it.
See, but Facebook doesn't have this problem, and I fucking hate Facebook, but YouTube could have just did what Facebook did. Facebook doesn't monitor its shit.
Actually, it does.
Well, it does, but Facebook's shit is so heavily unmonitored compared to YouTube. I mean, I can find porn, I can find terrorist organizations, I can find the wackest, most ridiculous shit on Facebook, and it just goes unsupervised for the most part. I mean, it won't get ads, but you could just post anything on Facebook, really.
Ravager.
I don't know, we're all talking about YouTube shit, and I bet Maz is being a beater while we're all doing this.
Ravager.
I can't believe I'm building this dam for like, I don't know how long now.
Yeah, for me, I just been terraforming. Terraforming my swamp.
We're out of my swamp.
God. But yeah. Moving on from that though. There's a lot of things I want to do on Discord too, right? Because there's always just like so much stuff I like doing for ourselves on Discord. But when it comes to a place to upload videos safely though, and easily accessible to everybody, it always is just going to come to mind being YouTube, at least for now.
Yeah. I mean, there is another site that I use sometimes called Daily Motion.
Oh, I've heard of that.
I think the only problem with some of these other sites is that they're just like okay, I can think of a few prompts. One is that the way that they present themselves is bad. Sometimes these websites present themselves to be like a news website, even though they're not.
Yeah.
And sometimes they are just really shitty with quality. Because like I can think of so many websites where they lower the quality of the video upon uploading because they're just not aware. Maybe they're just old school, but I'm not going to upload an archive of videos somewhere where it's going to deter the quality of the video.
Right. Or in order to get the be able to upload it in higher resolution, you have to have like a premium account.
There's some websites that don't allow you to upload in certain resolutions or in certain durations, which is kind of disheartening.
Yeah, because they block it behind a paywall.
But that's the problem. This is why like YouTube is getting. This is my problem with YouTube. Okay. Now I after saying this out loud, it just came to me. They have a fucking monopoly on like self-uploaded videos. They make so much money off of other people's shit that they're able to do this because nobody else can do it. It is literally a monopoly. Every other website has to focus on conserving bandwidth and charging people for this stuff. YouTube is the only one that does it for free, and therefore it always is going to be the one. Which, saying it out loud, it's just a fucking monopoly.
Yeah.
Bruh, it really is, bruh.
And they're just laughing in your face like, ha ha ha, go ahead and try and go somewhere else. Where are you gonna go?
There is nowhere else to go, because like, okay, for streams you try to go to Twitch, but Twitch is the only for streams is Twitch good. And at that, Twitch's UI sucks fucking cock. I hate Twitch's UI. It's so laggy. It's so unresponsive and so hard to see what's going on. As a matter of fact, sometimes it's worse than YouTube. I really have a lot of problems with Twitch, which is why I was off for so long. But, I mean, in some ways it's better. I mean, in some ways it's better. It's definitely lower quality than YouTube. But at least it's easier to get your stuff out there. I will give them that. And if I was to look for a stream of a game, I would look on Twitch, because on YouTube you're only going to get the most popular Let's Play. Nothing else.
Yeah.
What the fuck is a Vindicator?
I don't know if Maz's mic is not working, but I can't hear Maz.
I haven't heard Maz for like an hour.
Yeah, me neither. Is he doing anything on his...
Hey, we just saw him. Maz, hello? You there? You ignoring us? I mean, come on, you gotta be hearing us, bro. Right? Unless you've just been ignoring us the entire time.
Nah, he wouldn't do that. What about... Yo, what if I, like, go up to Goliath, man? I'm gonna unbraid his beard and shave it off, and...
Bruh.
Hello?
Yellow?
I don't hear him. I see his thing trying to talk, but I don't hear him. What if he's stuck on push to talk?
I don't know. I mean, his mic was working earlier.
Hmm.
I don't know.
I don't know either.
I'm not gonna focus too much on this though. But just kind of weird. I've been there the whole time. I can't hear him.
Well, he's trying to talk. Like, I mean, I see him in the voice. Like, his thing is lighting up like he's trying to talk, and he left and keeps trying to come back, but it's not working.
He needs to restart his whole Discord. I mean, his mic clearly, unless his mic just broke, I don't see why it wouldn't be working. It was working earlier.
Hmm.
Damn.
Man, I am
I think a
tired.
Vindicator in Minecraft is like, it's a pillager.
You
So
see?
what?
It's freaking Johnny from that one horror movie.
Oh. Where do you?
He just chases you around with an axe. It's a pillager with an axe that chases you around.
Oh.
Oh. Oh. Oh. I think I saw them once on the old playthrough.
Hmm.
Because they're fucking spawning my labyrinth in the Bedrock playthrough. And what a befittingly terrifying place for a Vindicator to spawn is my labyrinth.
It's foreshadowing freaking the movie.
Hello?
Hello?
Hey! we
Hey!
can hear you now,
Yay! Now we can hear you. What happened?
No, I'm on my phone right now. I don't know what's going on with my fucking computer right now.
Is your
Wow.
mic working or something?
Oh, it worked.
Maybe you just need to reboot your computer.
Yeah, that's so weird for it to not be working like midway through.
Yeah, it is weird.
Bruh, I had that happen to my monitor though. Like, before I got Water's laptop, that happened to me. The port that my headset was in, just fucking out of nowhere, stopped. Just completely like went dead, and I could not fix it. I took it to one of those computer repair places, and the guy said that it was something with the like hardware or something, and that he reset it so that it works with the ports in the back of the computer. So I don't know, maybe you can try and get the port in the back of your computer and hook it up that way.
Man still has a laptop though.
Hmm. Well, I'm gonna go to bed, guys. I'm tired.
Alright, Zaka, thanks for
Alright.
joining.
Oh, good night.
Good night, guys. I love you guys.
No,
I kiss you all on the forehead.
That's gay! You're not wearing socks!
I know I am wearing socks.
Oh, hell yeah.
Hell yeah, no homo, my dudes. No homo. I wouldn't do that to you. Bye, guys.
See
Bye.
ya. Yeah, we should we're done with Minecraft. I might wanna do some Waking Dad.
Ah, yes. Waking Dad. I love Waking Dad. Because every time I do it, he takes out his belt and starts thinking.
Jesus.
Oh, give me a second. Let me, like, fucking just try to fix up my computer real quick.
Oh, okay.
Did you restart it already?
Oh, I had to get into somewhere safe real quick.
Oh no. Are you at the Hello Neighbor's house? That's why you have to get to somewhere safe.
You know, I'm really disappointed. I really wanted that game to be good. I'm so disappointed to say. Well, I don't know how it looks now. It's been many years since what I watched, but
Dude, it's been a while since I watched any gameplay of it. I just know like when it released, like the house was like weird as fuck. Like I was like, what the fuck?
Yeah, I watched the release and was not impressed. Maybe it's better now. Nobody that I like watching streamed the new one though.
Yeah. Oh god.
They changed a lot with that game. Like different kinds of stuff with it.
The concept was just so good though. It's just such a shame.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, like going to your neighbor's house.
I mean, the concept was simple, but like, it's one of those things that were never done. It's never done before, so it was really cool to see when it was conceptualized. But if those fucking game developers would stop remaking the game and just polish the one they already had, it would have really made it for a better game. I can't get over how the first and second build of the game were infinitely better than the later builds of the game. And they were alpha, and they were glitchy as fuck, but they were better to look at and looks like better to play than the later versions. The later versions were kind of trash. That's a damn shame. But, talking about Doki made me think I want to play Doki soon.
Time to pull out my best Natsuki voice.
I still got the flirting gird voice still there.
Wingardium Leviosa.
It's like that, the Leviosa, but more sexual.
The flirt voice has evolved so much since Ocarina of Time now. Because, like, that was the original Flirtinger. You know what's funny? I think the original Flirtinger actually came from Doki Nai, think about it. But then it became pretty much just associated with the Ocarina of Time now.
Oh god, what was my voice for Natsuki during the stream when we had Ryu's house?
You all you did was like spaz out.
It was just
Oh my god, it's I used the cave story voice for that one character. Hey guys,
oh yeah, it was that. I forgot.
I don't know what's going on, but I have to go.
Maybe we should do new voices for this whole run here.
Oh, I have a new voice. I have a new voice.
Something new and interesting.
I don't know if this is bad or not, but I have something.
Yeah. I don't know what I'm going with yet. Actually, I haven't really decided.
I was thinking of going for, I don't know if you want to hear, but I was thinking of going for my big fat dumpy. Would you like my cupcake? Check out my big dump. I made it using the dump.
That's gonna be Natsuki, Jesus.
I'm a fucking tsundere. How dare you?
Just do it like that, but like, you just gotta make it like more raspy, because it's like a little girl.
Check out my big fat dumpy.
Oh my, that's worse.
Don't check out my manga collection. There's one with the hentai where he's sucking her toe.
Can you do like a high tone version of Oma where it's like, check out my big fat dumpy?
Oh god. Check out my big fat dumpy.
Oh god. We have to try a lot of voices before we decide on one, I guess. Or I don't know. I don't really know.
Yeah, well, that was my main idea. I don't know you. Right?
The Oman one might be good. It's just gonna be so uncanny.
Yo. Okay, whenever I do a high pitched voice, my brain is like both my brain and body go to water. Just default to water.
Oh no.
Yeah.
That's gonna be what oh god, I wonder if I should go to sleep.
Oh, you want to go to sleep?
Oh, too late.
Oh, fuck. I was like, oh wait, you need to go to sleep. Please bed. Oh. Too late.
Yes, I like taking stupid fall damage like that. It's very good.
But I'm not gonna lie, when you guys started to like try to talk to me and I was like responding back and all, and nothing was going through, I was like, what the fuck? Because I thought I was like actually like talking to you guys. Like I was like I was just saying a couple of things, but you guys didn't respond. I was like, okay.
I was like halfway through the video, I was like, man, why, why is it Mass is really quiet? He's probably doing some beater thing.
Oh my god.
He's probably doing that.
I thought you were just being a beater.
I was actually gonna bring up that, like, talking about The Walking Dead, isn't, like, our situation, like, the worst apocalypse ever?
Well, not worse than The Walking Dead, but, you know.
Yeah.
Like the coronavirus?
I mean, it's not the
It's
worst
like-
situation ever, but for a modern age...
No, like, it's compared to, like, apocalypses, it's just, it's not a very good one.
Yeah.
It's like, you just stay indoors, you jack off and masturbate, you don't have to talk to anyone outside, you have to stay 6 feet apart. It's like, okay.
I'd rather take that than a fucking alien invasion.
Yes.
We die instantly, but
I mean,
no way.
okay, people have been really overdramatic about how bad the whole thing is. But
Yeah.
it
It's
is
not-
bad, though. I mean, it's just... because it's a minor inconvenience to everything, which it just makes everything more annoying. And people are depraved of interaction and
Yeah.
outdoors. But, I mean, really, it's been... God, it's gonna be 2 years soon!
I hate it.
Yep, it's gonna be 2 years. Yep.
And
Uh,
granted, it
but
flared
in the
up
future-
recently, so, yeah.
I'm really curious how, you know, how history books will treat this. Is it just gonna be a small section, or is it gonna be a big section?
This
That's the
has to
thing.
be a big
It's not gonna
section.
be-
This changed a lot of the way that we do things in general. I'm sure even after it ends, like takeout businesses, streaming services, the way that people take business changed so much. So many new regulations have been put in place because of this that it's like, honestly, it would be weird for things to return back to normal. I don't think they will. Especially because it's not like the big C is just going to disappear.
Yeah. Damn.
I think
Yeah,
this
this-
was
gonna be a
like
good-
God's way of forcing us into a more... Oh god, why? Oh, why? I don't usually get hiccups,
Oh.
but mine are painful. I think this is God's way of forcing us into a more, less touchy, society. I don't know. More online, more takeout, less in-person stuff.
Yikes.
Man.
If the corona existed in R&R, gas to, wham.
You know, I would have liked the coronavirus if I was in school.
Oh yeah,
Because-
if I was in school, I would be for this.
Yeah, because I've talked to my little brother and I'm like talking to him about like, what's your situation with school? And he's like, oh, I just like do some like a couple of online like homework and I just get like a little bit more free time, like days off, and I'm like, fucking shit, I hate you. You come up so late.
Dog, I graduated a year after all this. I was a little bit too late to the party.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, Corona hit. I just know that people who graduate the year when Corona hit, they like their graduation was like canceled, boom, gone. So, future for their own.
Yeah, I mean, graduation sucks cock anyway. I really would not be complaining. Did not miss anything.
It fucking is awful.
I waited for 4 hours just to fucking have somebody call my name, walk on stage for 2 seconds. I don't even remember it. I barely remember it, honestly. I mean, it was not anything. It was not a big moment like some people make it out to be. It was like, oh, look it. I got a fucking piece of paper that I haven't looked at since I got it.
Hooray, I got a piece of paper, and a guy hugged me that I didn't talk to, but he was just so excited he graduated, he hugged me right next to me.
Yeah, man, from a school of people that I barely related to and barely knew and did not really care for very much. And of which I talked to 0 people from still. Except one. I talked to one person a little bit. It's on the server, you know. So I talked to Scott, but other than Scott, I don't talk to anybody from my high school, bruh. Not anymore, anyway.
Yeah. Like, the whole experience of graduation, I was like, at first, okay, before I got into the building for the graduation, I was like, okay, all right, don't know what's gonna happen, but seeing as like some recollection of what graduation is, you're just going up there, getting your diploma, and it's just like that. But when you go into the building, it just goes downhill from there, because then you get like confused where to go, what area you're supposed to follow in. You're just getting dragged all over the place. Then like you go into the ceremony place, you sit in the chair, then it just gets all, when you wait a long time, you get all sweaty because the heating, like the cooling system doesn't work. Then finally your name, like your area gets called on. It's like, oh, get this over with, please. And then it takes another 2 hours until the actual ceremony is done. It's like, oh my god, thank God.
My favorite part about it all is,
when it ended.
Well, yeah, when it ended, and actually that was my favorite part. Like, not even being a meme, seriously. When it ended, and I went outside, and I actually got to talk to people, not in that stuffy fucking giant building. And well, I know that sounded a little contradictory, stuffy giant building, but like it was like you're surrounded by people. I wanted to go outside. I was indoors for so fucking long, and my school was the most obnoxiously preppy school. I hated it. My mom agreed. She went to Noah's and she said Noah's was tame in compared to mine. I had the worst, most atrocious, most preppiest school. Remember I told you guys how they would never cancel because they thought that they were like,
yeah.
My school was the worst. I was always the last school to cancel anything. And our graduation was really, really long. It was Mom's, I didn't go to Noah's graduation, but Mom said compared to yours, it's pretty bad. Because, bro, first off, I don't know why they they didn't separate anything in any categories. Of course, it was just everybody all at once. After they had, what's the word? They had like, it's not coming to me. It's like on the tip of my tongue, but it's not coming to me. Somebody that went to the school a long time ago, but doesn't go
Alumni?
anymore. Alumni, yes. We had like 5 alumni. Why was that necessary?
I think I didn't have that much alumni. I think I had like a couple, but that was it.
Well, that's the thing. My
I
mom
don't
was
remember
saying
any alumni from mine.
Like most schools don't do that anymore. Why did we have so many? It wasn't even like in relation to any students that were graduating. It was just random people.
Hey, I graduated. I'm just saying, I'm fucking bitch.
Yeah, that's literally. But like, it was like these dumb speeches, and then like the fucking club president of every club gave a speech, and there was like so many speeches.
What the frick? What?
Oh Jesus! I had it was like a student like counselor or something like that went up. I had like student president, student counselor, like that kind of shit.
And then like teachers gave speeches, and then the principal, and then like fucking they weren't even students. Like other staff members were giving speeches, and it's like, what the fuck? Just get to the graduation. I'm so tired of being in this robe. It actually took like almost 3 hours before graduation started, and that was after prepping.
Oh my god.
Yeah, it's awful.
That's what my mom was pissed because she said, okay, like, sure, it took just as long to start graduation for Noah and mine, but she said that the thing that Noah's lacked was the 5 alumni, the every club president speeches, the like million speeches from staff members and other students. Why was there so much of that? I seriously have never heard of any other graduation that had that many speeches. It was stupid. It took a really, really, really long time before we even started graduation, and that was after everybody was already waiting for a couple hours for prep time. I mean, seriously, the prep time was ridiculous at our school. They were like, we did like a practice session, and like everybody was practicing where to stand and all this shit. It's like, okay, this is pretty self-explanatory. Didn't we already go over this days before? Why are we doing this again? Oh, and not to mention, can we just talk about the fact that you couldn't fucking find where to go? Because the building was like so hidden. I don't know why. They actually said, okay, you go in entrance 1B. I walk around the building. None of the entrances are open. Not even one that says B on it. Like, so I keep walking around this giant ass building in downtown Cleveland. And for some reason, they just had to do it in Cleveland, right? They couldn't just fucking do it at like a big building where we actually went to school. It had to be in one of the biggest buildings in Ohio with a population of like 1 million people. It was fucking crowded. I hate going to Cleveland.
Yeah, exactly.
And then the building was closed on all sides, and I'm like, what the fuck? I'm gonna be late. I've circled the building twice. I don't even see any lights on. So you walk around until one of my fucking students we ran into each other. One of the people I recognized, and they also couldn't find what was going on because the fucking information was given so poorly. Oh fuck! Oh fuck! Oh fuck!
Sleep. It's your turn.
I'm going to sleep this time. MLG water bucket. Okay, so, anyways, I'm going to the thing, and okay, that's a creeper. That's another creeper. I was you walk down a fucking grass mound that's not even, like, it looks like you wouldn't be allowed to walk there. Like, it's not part of the building. It's like a grass mound next to the building. And for some reason, oh my god, how did you just spawn, you bitch? Oh god, get inside! Get inside, for the love of G, you cock! Hold on, I gotta take a separate way to get inside. There's too many zombolonis.
You might have had one of the worst, like, your graduation might have been worse than mine. Like, and I feel bad for you, man.
Yikes, dude. I'm just glad my graduation didn't take place at a weird building. It took place at an amphitheater, and it was not hot, and it didn't take that long.
Also, I don't think I've told you guys that I went to Polaris, or I think Rat knows.
I know.
Okay.
I don't remember exactly.
Well, I remember you said something about, I think you had like 2 separate graduation things.
Yeah. The Polaris graduation, while it wasn't as bad as like the one for my school, it was still boring and just.
Why does it need its whole own thing? It's so ridiculous.
That's kind of weird. Well, I mean, wait, what is Polaris again? I forgot.
Polaris is an event school for like stuff that you want to go into. Like if you want to learn more about like technology, welding, engineering, aeronautics, like in those fields to get like your diploma, like for your secondary diploma for like stuff that you want to get yourself involved in more.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, I forgot to finish my original story. So, okay. So like imagine this big stadium on top of a hill. You have to walk up after the parking lot that leads to like the a pathway surrounding the building on all sides where you'd walk in. But it's elevated. And you have to walk down the elevation. Like, who would fucking expect to do that? There's not even a staircase. You just walk down this grass mound. And completely separate, no sidewalk connecting there. It looks like it was meant for semi-trucks to drive into. There's a garage built into the grass mound underneath the door that says B. You can't even see it from where you're standing unless you walk down the grass mound. And that's where we had to go for graduation. Of course, they didn't fucking tell us this. So we walk in there, and guys, as if it wasn't confusing enough, the fucking garage door was halfway opened. It wasn't even open, so I had to crawl underneath it to get in.
Oh my god.
And everybody did this. I was like,
Everyone?
what the fuck? Why?
Imagine being freaking wheelchair.
Imagine being a preppy school and then like having to like fucking run down a grass mound and crawl underneath a garage door to get into graduation. It was honestly ridiculous. And we're in our fucking robes already, so I was like, what? Because I told you to wear them there. So I'm like running down a grass mound and crawling under a garage door in my graduation robes. Yeah, I was profoundly like, okay, I don't know what to do anymore. But then you get in, and there's just a bunch of people standing around and super disorganized, and I didn't know where to go to like check in or anything. It was just organized in the worst possible way. And it's like, this is a high school that's been around for years. They should know what they're doing by now. Why is it still being done like this? I hope it's not, for the sake of other people, but why was it like, the school has been around for a long time. Why was it handled in such an atrociously disorganized way? And then we were waiting in line for a while. They're like, no, stop talking. What, so you just want us to stand here and stare at each other for like hours? You're making us stand in line and go over everything for hours, and you're gonna tell us to stop talking? You can fuck off. You can take away my fucking diploma, bruh, because I'm not, you're not gonna restrict my ability to speak during this.
Mm-hmm.
Bro, that's just how my school always was, though. They're just so over dramatic for no reason. No talk.
Hey guys, let me give you my 5,000 word speech on why I'm so happy to graduate from this school. And this is from my 5-part my 5-page the first page is 5,000 words. So we're going to have to go through 25,000 of these. Okay.
Most of the staff member speeches were just stroking the cock of my school, and I just don't get why. Like, it was so unnecessary. Like, we all went to the school. We're fully fucking aware. Who are you trying to impress here? Nobody cares. And, like,
what?
After the staff speeches and all the club members speeches, one of the club member speeches I felt bad. There was the robotics club girl, and she started off just stuttering, which was fine, but then she kind of, like, was, like, apologizing because she felt bad that she was stuttering because she was nervous because there was so many fucking people. It's like a full stadium filled with people. And that's okay, so you might think, oh yeah, people are aware it's going to take 500 years for the graduation speeches because my school has thousands of people in it. But no, they just had to add on all the extra shit, right? Even though they are fully aware there's thousands of people here, that they needed a full stadium for this. And, of course, this lady she ain't part of the fucking club president. She ain't speech club. She's part of a robotics club. She's not a public speaker, so of course she got nervous. And they were like, no, it's fine. Just go on. And she's like, I'm sorry, guys. I'm sorry. I was like, bro, I kind of felt really bad. It was, it was, like, bad to watch. Not because the girl, but, like, they were, like, pushing her along. They're like, oh, it's fine. Just keep going. And it's like, she's trying to keep going. You're interrupting her.
Give her some space, bruh.
God, why do they have to be like that? That's why I hated that school. For the record, I did not go to that school until high school. I Went to a different school throughout my whole life until then. But
You know, I got a question for you too. What was your school's emblem?
it was a comet.
What? A comet? What about you, Cut?
So yeah,
Wow.
Sephiroth was gonna,
What about you,
Ours
Coffee?
was a fucking, we were fucking pirates.
Oh, god damn, man. You guys got something cool. I got a fucking horse.
No.
Nice.
Literally.
That's what
the
Water would have wanted.
Yeah, why do we want a horse?
No.
Yeah, man. Okay, the high, I went to 2 high schools. The high school was 4. I would have been a fucking furry. A fucking Wolverine. But reality was like, nope, you're not graduating from there. You're becoming a pirate. Yep, come here.
They forced so much school spirit on the students that everybody was already over it by the time we got to graduation, but they always did this. Like, they would force you to go to rallies in the middle of the school.
Oh my god. Fuck that. I hated that.
Yeah.
And you know what the thing is too? They would have these like rallies that like, oh, they would play games and you would just sit there and just watch them have fun, and it's like, oh god. It's
Bro,
like
the school
it's
rallies
like-
were cringe as fuck though, like really cringy.
Yeah, it's like, did you guys have something like, if you scream the loudest, you guys win this year? It's like, did you guys ever had that?
Yep. Yeah, they made us
Oh my
scream. Whoever was loudest was like the best one or whatever.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
It's fucking ridiculous.
I didn't do my
I-
own high school. We had rallies, but like the rallies were optional, which was. one
Wait,
thing,
that's
like,
the point of a rally. It should be optional.
Yeah. But then, like, the teachers are like, all right, go to the rally. It's like,
Because it's a rally. It's meant to show, like, how much people are there to support their school. If you force people to go, it's the opposite of school spirit. It's just like, oh, how fucking boring. You're literally
Yeah.
depraving school spirit by forcing people who don't want to be there to be there. Like,
The
they don't
only reason I
understand
like
quality
class
over
is we were in
quantity.
class, that's it.
You'd think adults would understand quality over quantity, but no, they don't.
Let's have a mega, like a shit ton of rallies.
did you guys have, like, any kind of, what's the word? Like, a bomb threats at your school?
Yeah, and it was... Well, it's only funny to me, but I just know the kid who did it. It's this big, chubby, stupid-ass kid that I didn't like. And he was joking, but, like, why would you joke about that out loud? You fucking dumbass.
Yeah. I think I had, like, one of the worst, like, bomb threats, like, scenarios. It was during winter, and I didn't have, like, a heavy jacket. I just had my sweatshirt at that time. And we were out there for, like, a couple of hours. Some kids were able to go inside, like, a building, but I was like, oh, fuck it. I called, like, my mother, I think I called my mother and told her to just come pick me up because this is just bullshit.
Oh, no, I did the same thing. I was like... well, they told us to go home, though, that one day. They didn't want us to go to school.
They didn't tell us to, like, go home. I was like, screw it, I don't care. Like, I gave my mother a call, and they, like when she got there, they were just now going back to the school, and I was like, yeah, no, I'm good.
My old manager at my job told me he was going to call an anonymous bomb threat so we can all go home.
Oh my god. Jesus Christ.
What?
Even though it was a
Dude, dude, someone's gonna send a napalm strike our way. Better cancel work.
He said, because it was a day when it was really slow and they were forcing us to work on, like, I think it was Halloween one year. And he was like, I'm going to call a bomb threat right now so we can all go. That man doesn't work there anymore, but I really like that guy. I wish I never learned what his number was. I actually liked him. He was really cool. But his name was Ed, and he was this, like I couldn't tell if he was like Asian or white. It's like he looked kind of like, you know, you know what I'm saying? Like one of those people like you just can't tell.
Yeah.
But
Feel that.
he was funny. He told me about King Gizzard and the Lizard Wizard.
Oh my god.
Which is a band that had some good albums, some ridiculous albums. But yeah, he was cool. But bomb threat at my school. No, they call us school before school started that day. Thing is, we already were there, so we just drove home afterwards. They called off a little bit too late. I had to wake up early as fuck to go to school so that my mom could make it to work in time, which was, you know, that sucked. But so I would wait outside, and well, this was before I got my own car, because this was earlier in the high school experience. But yeah, it was pretty dumb, and I just went home. I parked at a church because it was down the road and it had free parking, and I wasn't paying for fucking my school had like parking license. It was stupid. You had to like pay for
yeah,
it.
license. I also had that.
And they were overpriced. I was like, I'm not paying for a fucking parking license, dog. I'll just park at the church down the street, even though you're not supposed to do that. But that's just where I parked.
Yeah, I mean, same here. People did that. They're like, no parking in church? I'm like, but people were like, yeah, we're parking there.
It's like, where the fuck do you want me to park? At some point in the year, all the licenses were sold out. I needed to park somewhere.
Yeah, our school parking lot was like really small. So it's like, yeah, parking was like fucking competition.
Yeah, same here. And there was two parking lots, and they were both pretty small. But one of them was almost entirely staff cars. Bro, there's this one, like, okay, when you see people from high school outside of high school, it's just whack. I don't know why, but like, bro, there's this one girl that had Donald Trump skin at my school. She was like orange. And she had blonde hair too, so there you go. But this girl was like, I don't know, man. I saw her. She served me at a. Well, actually, no, she didn't serve. She served the table next to me. I wonder if that was intentional or not. But I knew what she was, and she was serving at like a restaurant, and I was like, wow. Weird to see. Weird to see this person.
Did she recognize you?
I'm sure she did, but we didn't say anything. I didn't say anything to her, and she didn't say anything to me. I didn't say anything.
I remember I went to like a buffet with my dad a lot ago. And I was like, that's that one chick. I didn't realize she was a waiter.
Yeah, I mean, hey, the restaurant business, I'm not judging. I mean, I work in the restaurant business, but yeah, and it's nobody likes working in the restaurant business until you've worked in the restaurant business for a while, in which case you just learn. Well, that's how it was for me. I hated the restaurant business for a while, and now I just, I'm like, you know, I'll just stay here, I guess. It just becomes easy when you get the gist of it. It's only hard when you're not used to dealing with customers.
Yeah. I don't think my school had any bomb threats. We had like a shooting threat a few times.
We never had like a shooting threat, just a bomb threat. And yeah, I mean, honestly, everybody was just laughing because everybody who knew the kid knew he wouldn't actually do it, but they just call school anyways.
Yeah, the shooting threat was like resolved like really early on, so I think it was just a joke. It was just a joke on Instagram or whatever.
Yeah, but those jokes are you can't be making those jokes in the modern age anymore.
Yep. Sure.
I'm going to shoot you.
I'm gonna call the police. I'm going to shoot you with a water gun.
God. Hello. Alright.
Hello, neighbor.
You guys ever skip out on any day in school?
Yeah.
Or let me reword this. You guys ever go to school and then dip out? That's what I meant.
Oh wait, like
Because I'm sure everybody just skipped out in school sometimes. But did you ever like go to school and then dip?
Like leave school?
Yeah.
Nah. Unless they cancel, that's it.
no, actually, now that I think of it.
I did twice, and it was at the end of the day. So you might think, why not just stay? It was because it goes back to what I was talking about earlier. I dipped because they made me stay after school hours for a school rally. And I was like, fuck no! I'm going home! But the teachers would block the doors and they'd write you up if you went home. It was that fucking serious. They would force you to stay. So, what happened was we went outside to walk to the stadium, and then I hid behind a car. And then my friend drove me home. So they saw me leave the school, and they didn't see me enter the stadium.
Nice.
Dude, I should have just like when we were going to the assembly, I would have been like, "Fuck this shit," and walked out of the school.
That's what I did, man. It was stupid as fuck. Okay, well, the first time my friend drove me home. He's not my friend anymore, but he was at the time. And the second time I drove myself home, I said, dog, I fucking work. You're not keeping me after school for these rallies. We've been over this shit. Oh, what the fuck? They're dropping from the sky. They're all shooting at me. What the fuck?
What?
There's so many of them.
Oh,
They just dropped from the roof and started shooting the fuck out of me like droids in Star Wars. Holy fuck, I'm playing a first-person shooter now.
That's GoldenEye.
I want to stream the harder difficulty on GoldenEye. After watching Carl's videos on GoldenEye, I really want to play more.
Yeah.
Oh, Jesus.
They really look fun to play, not gonna lie.
I murdered all of them.
You savage. You absolute savage.
Absolute savage.
did you guys ever like when you like? Did your schools have like construction to like when you were like during high school or something like that?
Oh, yeah.
I feel like I remember that. I don't know what it was.
Mine was like it was for the library. Like they made the library really like cool looking and neat, but it was hell on earth to just move around because it made like it like made traffic for like people just moving around from like one class to another in the halls just felt like you were at like what is it like the on the highway you're not moving at all, a highway jam. It's like something like that. And
oh yeah, that you say that reminded me. Yeah, we did have school because I remember the same thing.
yeah, it got bad one time when like a girl she fell, and I felt bad for her, so I actually went over and like helped her up. Like, are you good? Like she had like a cast on her left arm, and I just like, oh, this is awful.
Oh god.
Like for like people around that didn't like help, because it took me like 5 to 10 seconds to actually like get over there and help her up, because it was like a stampede basically. And like I think 10 to 15 times I was late to class because of this.
Dog, that's dumb. Especially because, okay, my school had I think you saw, my school had the stupidest layout for streets. It literally had so many different entrances, but they all met up in the same place. Like, what was the point of having multiple entrances they all lead to the same road, so the same road would get backed up every fucking morning, which is also why my mom had to go so early to drop us off at school, because it would literally take so fucking long to get in, because, could you imagine having a fucking wait list to get into the parking lot? It was ridiculous.
Oh, fuck that.
Yeah, you would sit there for like at least 10 minutes, sometimes more, just to get to the parking lot. And I'm not talking about driving, I'm talking about just waiting.
What? Reading?
Also, for whatever reason, our schools refused to open their doors until a certain time, and there would be a lot of people that would have to get dropped off early. And how fucking inconsiderate. Why wouldn't they just let you stay in the lobby? They would literally close the doors, even when it was freezing cold in the middle of winter, and they'd make you stay outside while the fucking lady would sit in there, and she would, like, watch all the children fucking freeze outdoors.
Ah, yes. Freeze, freeze, freeze.
It's like, what the fuck? There was days when it was, like, -20, and I would be late because I would park at the church, and I would wait until the doors would open before I would start walking over there. But, like, why? Why did they make it like that? It was ridiculous. And, like, the only door that would be open is a lobby on the exact opposite side of the school, which would make me late to class, too, because the school's layout was stupid. It was, like, it wasn't a box. It was, like, a really long line. So it takes a really long time to walk from the south edge of the school to the north edge. Like, if you walk down the school hallway from the indoors, it would actually take you more than 10 minutes to, like, walk from one side to the other. So when you had a class, and they organized it so that all the classes were in, like, sectors. So if you had to go from, like, I think history was all on the south side and science all on the north. So if you had a history class and a science class next to each other, good luck. You were running the class.
Bruh. So dumb.
And there's that fucking kid that would always be Naruto running through the hallways.
Yeah.
He really would run. I thought he had a mental disability, but he just liked Naruto running with his books on his back.
Good friend.
I thought it was because he's small. I don't know what the reason was. He was like a small kid. So, like, he was a high schooler, obviously, but he looked like he was like 10 or something. He was so small. And then there was that one time when my English teacher chased this one girl. Like, no, you remember? You remember that one girl that worked at the Melt?
Oh, I remember her.
Yeah, so she was in my English class, and my English teacher hated her for whatever reason. And one day she left because she had to use the bathroom, and she said that she had to wait or something. And she was like, dog, I have to go pee right now. And the English teacher was like, you already used your pass, too bad. So she just got up and left. I would have too. I mean, she had to go pee. Just let her go fucking pee, man. What's the big issue?
That's so dumb. You already used your pass. What the fuck? What kind of elementary school thing is this?
Yeah, really. Like, we're high schoolers. If you gotta go take a piss, then what is the big deal with letting us take a piss? It was so over dramatic. So, she went out, and the teacher ran out, and we heard her in the hallway, like, oh, you're so in trouble, man, you're in trouble! I was like, what is your fucking problem? Who fucking cares? It was so over the top, I swear to God.
Dude, there was so many things that school was just really dumb of. It was... One of the things I did not like was just lugging around, like, these 100-pound, like, books, and then just lugging them to class. And then we go through, like, for the whole year that you're given this book, you go only through, like, 25% of it, and it's like, alright, hand them back. It's like, what?
Dog, they made you buy the fucking books. I said, no! I'm not buying the book. I'll just fucking read a summary offline at that point. Because the books were like $100. I was like, what the fuck? You think I'm gonna pay for this shit?
Yeah, it's like
$100, bro.
it's like get a computer like that barely fucking does anything, and you're restricted on a lot of things that other
Oh
computers.
yeah, you have to rent laptops, dog. What the fuck?
Ugh.
Like, just let me bring my own laptop. Why are you making me pay for this? It's like, is this are you fucking scamming me? Is my own school scamming me right now?
We need money. Get it from the students.
They really were like scamming. They like forced you to pay for this bullshit. I was like, what the fuck? I'm not rich.
Yeah.
God, that must suck to be like, you're one of the minorities who don't have a computer, bro.
Yeah, I mean, I really was. I didn't have enough money for that shit. And they would make you pay for it, so I honestly just didn't have one. I just didn't have a fucking laptop. But, I was friends with some of the other people in school, and I just went to the art teacher's room, and I just borrowed one of the fucking laptops from his room, and he just let me, because I wasn't paying $100 to rent a computer from the fucking computer lab. It was stupid.
Shit in my head.
I mean, I didn't come from the preppy place that most students came from that school, because I didn't live in the town that I went to school in. And like, man, I mean, could I have afforded it? Not me myself, but my mom? I mean, maybe, but like, did she want to pay $100 on top of everything else when she already has all these other children to take care of? Fuck no, that's stupid.
Yeah, it's bad.
Yeah.
Dog, God, I remember in senior year was the only year where I actually got along with some people in high school. For most of my high school experience, I really didn't talk to a lot of people. Like, I know I said I didn't talk to a lot of people after high school, but even during high school, I didn't. I was never a very talkative person. And contrary to how I am in this community, where people come here to talk to me, I'm not talkative outside of here. I was like I talked to Scott and Morgan and that Ramon guy, and like barely a couple other people. Outside of one class, I didn't talk to other people.
Damn, bro. Don't you hate it when it's lunchtime and like you want to go to the library, but the library closed today?
Oh no. They wouldn't let you. They're stupid with the cafeteria shit too. Bro, but can I just say that I swear to God, it wasn't just the school, it was the people. That town is so preppy and so cocky and arrogant. All of my friends that I just named were not from that school. They were all from outside of town. Yeah, Scott too.
Right.
Scott's not from Amherst. He's from a different town, and we all came there because we had to. And man, those students that were from Amherst were so fucking arrogant, man. Everybody either did weed, was really arrogant, was what you would expect of a generic Disney movie popular kid, or was just really fucking dumb. Or a mixture of many of those things.
Yeah, exactly.
Yes, dude.
That was my Polaris class for you guys.
Yeah, my whole school was just like that.
Mm.
With the exception of a couple people. I can't remember if there's anybody else I even talked to. Like, I really don't remember as much about high school.
Jesus.
I mean,
Like-
I genuinely would want to catch up with certain teachers after all these years to see how they're doing that I got along with, but not as much the students.
Yeah. Like, there was one teacher, my aeronautics teacher, that I got along with. Because, like, I was, like, one of his more better students because I didn't really, like, get on his bad side. Because, like, 95% of the class was on his bad side.
Bro.
My psychology teacher was awesome. I wish I could go talk to her again. I don't even know if the schools are open right now.
Mm.
Do you think they allow you to, like, visit? I don't know. Fucking...
No, I don't think so. Because I think I watched like a YouTube video, like, of someone was like, I want to go back to my school and see if they can I can go in there and tell them oh, I love this guy. He was a really good teacher. And then they're like, no, you can't do that. Safety policy. It's like, what?
Yeah, I recall that. I remember one day one of the students did do that though. And I think he just kind of broke in. Really, I don't think he's allowed in, but I think somebody let him in, and he was just talking to the art teacher. I love that guy. That guy was great. He'd probably want to see the stuff I've done recently. I'd be like, oh yeah, I mean, it's all digital, but I don't know if he'd be disappointed or not. But it's all digital now. I didn't really become a digital artist until independently until after high school. I was still doing digital art up until senior year. I mean, physical art.
Damn, I got really way back then in in high school when it was study hall. I got along with I don't remember the guy's name, but we played Yu-Gi-Oh. And we were getting used to knowing each other a little bit, because of the game. But only a couple people came around to see what was going on. And then a teacher came up to both of us and was like, you can't do that. You're gathering a crowd right now. It's there's not there's no one here. And it's too bad. Take your cards and put them up. And it's
bro,
fuck.
even in study hall, my teachers were stupid. You're saying this reminded me. They'd be like, nope, can't play cards. Gotta
Dude,
fucking read.
Dude, you want to know a fucking double standard that they did against us? They did that the same day another kid, and I shit you not, brung in a small TV, an Xbox, and started playing a game.
What the fuck?
I looked over and saw this what? This kid, but she just, what the fuck?
Dog, I would hide my I would I would raise my binder up and pretend I was reading, and I'd play on my 3DS in high school.
Nice, bruh.
Dude, I would bring my 3DS as well and play on my phone Brave Frontier or some shit.
I beat Ocarina of Time while I was at high school study hall. Ocarina of Time 3D is great though. Alright guys, I think we're ready to wrap up some Minecraft.
Alright.
I think there's enough Minecraft. Minecraft. I like your cut, G.
Yeah, fucking cool.
Alright, put that shit away. There we go. Oh, they spotted me! Ah! Alright. Everything's pretty much good and put away now, I think. Yeah, this looks good. Alright, I'll organize the rest of it next time.
Alright, hold on. I want to take a screenshot of Minecraft. Wow.
Oh, I should take a screenshot of what I was working on the whole fucking stream. Seems fitting. Ominous banner. I'm gonna burn this thing. Alright. I guess my picture is just gonna be this big fucking wall.
Alright, 1 second.
Oh yeah! Alright. God, the fucking J.O. crystals.
Oh my god.
Hey, yo. Okay, I'm good, right? You can close it.
All right.